What happened to... What is happening here? What the fuck? Generals... Hold on, I need to take a look at the category. It's all fucky-wucky.
What, whoa?
Yeah, you should be able to send message, create public threads, private threads. So I'm not sure why this is not the case. Create... Why? Yeah, create invite. Allow manage to edit websites channel. No, manage permissions. No, manage channels. Manage messages. Allow members to delete messages for other members. Manage threads. Read message history. Disabled members can only see that channel. Send text to speech. Use application commands.
Alright, so I'm gonna do, I'm tempted to do, thing. Oh, that's not good.
Start activities. Yeah, you don't want to emulate another group, but learn from them, you know?
Yep.
Create your own. Like, there's things that I've learned from Matt Mercer, but I don't want to be Matt Mercer.
I am not Matt Mercer.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, you can, like, I've learned shit from him, but I'm not trying to emulate him. That's what people fuck up on. They try to be him. That's not what the point is.
Alright, the stream has officially begun.
Use voice activity. Yes. I think you went through these permissions, just fuck through everything.
Yeah, I try. I don't know what most of them are.
Deafen members. So you made it so that it's possible to deafen other people in a voice chat, even if they're just a random Joe.
Yeah, I thought I didn't do that. Also, is the stream working?
Oh, I can. I can even deafen mobile in general. In general chat. I didn't even notice that.
You can, but like the everyone role was given that. That's not a good thing.
Wow.
So I'm gonna update the category, and then can I sync everything? I wonder. I have to debug your own Discord.
D&D.
Permission. Sync now. Sync permissions. Alright, I'm syncing this entire channel. In the not like a boat, but you know.
Why not? Why not both?
Updating all the permissions. You're a beep it.
Damn.
Oh dear.
Harsh words.
I know.
Alright, so, sorry guys, we're just going through some technical difficulties. By the way, the stream has officially begun.
Yay.
And this is,
Oh, it works now.
sounds like Scott.
Yeah, I had to fix it.
Elder Scrolls Oblivion soundtrack here, so I hope I don't get copyrighted for that.
Always.
You shouldn't, because, well, they're not Nintendo.
Well,
Yes, I called out Nintendo.
Cease and desist. No longer may you call us out.
Yeah, apparently. That sounds like them.
Alright. So, are we just about ready to go?
And if they did that, I'd be like, yeah, so they sent me a cease and desist letter for calling them out, so they're that sensitive?
We won't be outdone by Nintendo.
Alright, I'm just sending out stream links here. I've begun streaming.
Alright, as I was doing, I'm going to put in another text chat. Player roles. Because, yeah, if we, you tell us to put the role for our dice into the channel, it won't, like, be mixed with everything else.
Nice. Alright. I'm gonna send a link to Shutter Shade.
Shovel a shade.
And join us if you like. By the way, Jade, send out the announcement to the servers again, because...
I already did.
Alright, awesome.
Yeah, it was the initial one, because, you know, I said games and D&D, so... I was assuming you weren't gonna take that long between, streams.
Yeah, we've begun D&D now. And we're just still in the...
Because I'm not gonna spam people's inboxes. That's, again, poor form.
Yeah, that's poor form, but still. Alright, we go. Alright, so anyway, let's catch Kyle up on what happened last time. So So first thing that happened to you, Kyle, while you guys were escaping the the dungeon on the dragon, essentially a rock in the deep.
Oh my god, the dungeon and the dragon.
Yeah.
We have done it, everyone.
Dungeon while
We've
riding.
achieved Dungeons and Dragons.
Escaping the dungeon, riding the dragon.
I mean,
I
what
didn't
is
even
more
roll
Dungeons and
seduction.
Dragons than that?
Yeah,
I
pretty
got to ride
much.
the dragon without even rolling seduction.
And that was unintentional. Anyway,
Yeah,
while you were riding the dragon, hanging on for your dear life, Kyle, a loose rock came up and smacked you right in the head, knocking you out.
Goddamn ocean rocks.
Yeah, ocean rocks. And then you guys. And then they had to, and I was hoping you guys would do like a weekend at Bernie's thing, but that didn't really happen. So, boo. But oh well.
Oh, schmells.
But yeah, but anyway, you guys got confronted by guards, you persuaded the guards, and Jade, you turned your brother invisible for a while.
Yeah.
Then he ate.
So when I said get out of my sight, I did so literally.
Yeah.
I can't see you. No one can. It's been 3 days.
What do you mean you're permanently invisible?
Isn't that invisibility spell, you know, concentration? I was really concentrating on you. I don't know what to say. I'm worried about you.
And then
have to
Jade
keep
made
getting
dinner
accelerators.
after El Wefe just went on a toast rampage in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's normal.
I'll
Sounds
never
like a
forget those
euphemism for
eyes.
something.
Yeah. Then the next thing that happened, Flint suspiciously ate food while he was invisible. So imagine like food suddenly floating and then disappearing slowly, bite by bite.
Cool.
Bite by bite.
And then Magnir went up on stage and did like the monkey dream 2.0, the monkey nightmare 2.0. So that happened.
The first one's better.
Yeah,
He's alive.
he's alive finally. Sol is here. Anyway, then the next thing that happened is that Jade, you went downstairs and you had a deep discussion with your brother while while Cyrus and Valar were wrangling El Wefe and locking him and Kyle and Silentium into the room, and then and by the way, Silentium, your mask kept falling off.
I mean, I wasn't there for that, so it's fine. No one could see me. I wasn't there.
Yeah, you weren't there consciously. And every time the mask went off, everybody saw your eyes just wide open.
That
I mean,
scares the
it's
crap
very
out of me.
conspiracy
Do you not sleep with your eyes open?
No.
What if your enemies sneak up on you?
theory. Then you eat pizza.
We said
While
I
you're
had
asleep?
enemies.
That's weird.
Well, look, you have to eat the lobsters to gain HP. It's crazy.
True.
And then the conspiracy happened where Jade went to go find her brother and then found him by kobolds. Then Jade asked for help. And then the Lich basically just went on full-on conspiracy theorist, which made everybody in the world much dumber and made the Lich very much aware that the DM, exists.
So he's a sorcerer. He's got wild magic. I knew it.
Yes.
I mean, he always has wild magic. He never knows what he's casting.
Exactly.
Never knows.
It just turns out on a d20, 1 to 19 is teleport.
All right, and then the next thing that happened is that essentially Magnir, your show started off slow where you're like getting like a few chuckles, but when everybody got a lot dumber, everybody was like laughing like idiots.
Just to say, Noble, are you sharing screens or because?
Oh, yes, I
don't think
forgot
it's
to
Oh,
share
no,
screens.
he's not.
Yeah, I'm not serious.
Both on Twitch and Discord.
I've been trying to say that, but you know.
Yeah,
you wanna-
nothing has officially happened yet. We haven't begun. We're just going through the story bits. Also, Magnir, as your show went on, you pulled out monkeys and you made them do like tricks and stuff like that to try and entertain people, but instead the next thing that happened is they jumped off stage and they started humping all the Steel Knights in the face.
Oh god.
Which,
Oh god, my breathing tube!
Oh shit.
so yeah, Magnir, things got worse, and Redrith is she got her hammer and she was walking downstairs to you, and I'm assuming you got a stern talking to before you went on your long rest.
He was this close to spanking the monkey with a hammer.
So, Magnir, are you still there?
Yeah.
So, what'd you talk to Redrith about?
Nice weather we're having, right?
What?
Nice weather we're having, huh?
Yeah, you said you would. Yeah, you said you wouldn't do that thing again.
To be fair, I'm slightly drunk.
Well, I am feeling drunk too. By the way, the stupidness is still applies to everybody until you wake up. So.
I'm the only smart one. It's crazy. I have
Yeah.
intelligence to spare.
I do too, I'm intelligence in the high stat.
Well, okay, we get to.
Which is really terrifying.
Well, put our intelligences together. It's crazy.
Well, have you considered this? I'll pull out a vial of perfume, throw it on the ground as hard as I can, smoke bomb. Just fucking try booking.
Roll a deception check for me. By the way, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to get rid of the waiting screen. There we go. And god damn it, why do you not want to work for me, game sometimes? All right, there we go. Oh, all right. So roll me a deception check, by the way, Magnir.
I rolled 19.
19. All right. So you managed to slip away. Just a hint. Let me just roll a. She got a 5. So you managed to just slip away off stage, and you just go someplace else. Where are you going?
I'm gonna just go to Billy's home.
Billy doesn't have a home.
Hey, hobo.
By the way, the whole place is.
Wait.
You can't leave the tavern because the whole place is surrounded by guards. Yeah.
I'm so slow upstairs.
Alright, so you just run for it upstairs. And you're just running back to your room, right?
Not my room. I'm gonna find a barrel and just sleep in the barrel.
So Redrith is like, "Hey you! I see your ass! Get back here!" She's like running after you. Sees you right at the last second, and you're just running through the doors, panicking, just trying to find a door that'll open, right?
And or a
I like the
barrel.
thought that after all this time, he still hasn't fixed the hole in his pants.
It's more or less the monkeys tore another hole in his new pants that he just made.
Convenient.
Convenient for him, indeed. Alright, so, you're going through door to door to door, and you're finding out all of them are locked. Except for Redrith's room. And there's one door on the end of the hall that's not locked. What do you do?
I sneak into, I go into Redriff's room.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Alright, roll an investigation check so you can find some place to hide. Because you can hear her stomping and you hear her coming.
19.
19. Okay, so essentially you just hop right under the bed and you hide right there. What would he roll, guys, for hiding? A stealth check?
Oh.
Roll a stealth check.
Yeah, yes.
Roll a stealth check as she's opening the door.
18, it's legal, yeah.
Alright, so she runs right in. She looks around. She saw where your muddy prints came in, but she doesn't know exactly where you went because you jumped. You just ran right under the... She's like, where the hell did he go? That boy, I'm going to give him a stern talking to. He's making so goddamn trouble. Alright, so she's like, and she's like, sees what time it is. I was like, Well, it's past closing time, but I better go to bed. So she just puts up her hammer and she writes some paperwork here, and a note down, and she goes to bed right on top of you.
Ooh.
Heyo.
You're under the bed. You're not under the sheets. You're under the bed.
I feel a little bit crooked for some reason.
It feels a little lumpy.
Yes.
Did someone say the princess and the pea?
So,
There we go. That's what I was going for.
She elbows the lump on the bed and hits you. So she's like, whatever. We'll deal with it later. All right, and this is where your long rest begins, Magnar. So you go to sleep under the bed.
Are you sure he wants to try that? He could try to escape.
You could try
What do you think?
to escape, Magnar. What do you want to do?
I'll probably be waiting patiently for an hour until I hear snoring, and then I'll roll out of the bed and try to sneak out the room.
Roll stealth check for me, please.
Roll out.
Natural 20. 28.
Isn't that a sleight of hand?
I think. Yeah, I think it's.
I mean, it really doesn't matter. It was a natural 20.
Yeah, it's a natural 20, so it doesn't matter. I done clicked on something. What did I click on?
You darn clicked on it.
Alright.
Gosh,
Alright, so,
darn it.
oh, I
Gosh
activated
darn it.
Telegram.
Rework my exercise routine.
Alright, so
Oh.
you managed to sneak out of the room, roll a sleight of hand check to open the door.
Are you still setting the stream to Valheim?
No, it shouldn't be on Valheim. Why is it
Okay.
Why is it set to Valheim again?
Is it set back to Valheim?
Yeah, it did. What the
Oh,
fuck?
okay, I'm like, I thought this was just on my end. I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah, I think it didn't update. So I'm gonna do it again. Silver.
I
Realm.
roll.
By the way, hello everyone. I am the corrector.
I
The
rolled
great
12.
corrector.
You rolled a
Not
12.
politically corrector. Just
I
a
rolled a
technically
12.
one.
The technically corrector.
The best kind of corrector.
Indeed.
Dungeons and Dragons. Alright. Reloading the stream again. Alright.
Up, up.
There we go, it's fixed. Alright, so.
Reloading.
Alright. You got a 12, so essentially
There it is.
the door goes slowly, but you don't wake her.
He rises like a vampire from the bed.
She
Dark
rises
Souls
for,
boss music starts.
her head pops up. She rises from the vampire. She rises from the bed like a vampire, and then she's like, "Oh, is that you?" and then falls right back to sleep.
She's too tired to give a shit.
Yeah.
No, the real question is why the fuck shouldn't you change my room, possibly? And the first thing she does, because actually, yeah, I'm really trapped, I guess.
Yeah, you're real trapped down here, in here. So you, where are you going to now?
I'm going to my room.
All right, you go over to your room, and then you realize there's a. It's barricaded from the inside.
Hmm.
You want to knock on the door?
Yeah, I'll do a light knocking.
All right, everybody, roll a 20 so we can see who who wakes up first to let him in, or sorry,
Even
wakes
Kyle?
up to let him in. What?
Even Kyle?
Yeah, even you, Kyle.
Sweet. Rolling for concussion.
I rolled a 16.
16.
I put it in the player roles.
Same.
Yeah, put in the player rolls. Jade, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, roll, please.
Oh, am I? Oh, sorry. I thought we were still in the dwarf thing. Yeah, sorry. I'm just giving your stream over to a few of the friends that are DMing me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so sorry if I'm not paying too much attention.
Okay.
All right. So what are we rolling for?
Just roll to see who wakes up first. Or
Oh,
wakes
okay.
up.
So
Sorry, all of you are going to remain asleep except for one person, so.
17.
17.
Good. We get to use my player rules channel. I also archived one because we had 2 mute channels. so.
All right, so, Jade, you wake up.
Oh no! I wake up.
Yes. You wake up, your fox ears wake up, you hear the light tapping and knocking on the door. Hello, incredibly fluffy, welcome. And she's saying hi to they are saying hi to you, Jade.
First time chat from viewer. Hello, incredibly fluffy. How you doing?
Alright.
Oh god, you're so fluffy!
God damn it, Kyle.
Anyways, I get up, I come to the door and ask, who is it?
Why the fuck are you guys in my room?
Oh,
Wait,
hello.
you don't know
Open up
it's
the
them
door.
yet. You don't know
Wait.
it's them yet.
When
Magna.
I recognized a voice.
Yeah, when...
You would recognize a female voice, but you don't know if it's Jade yet.
Oh yeah, everyone's stupider.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you and why are you in my room?
We rented out this room?
You rented out my room.
Yes.
Can I come into my room?
I'm just gonna go as my character. I'm gonna insight check him.
Okay, roll insight, please. You can
'Cause
too.
I'm like,
You can roll 2 insight if you want to, Magnar.
let's see here. Fuck, I have everything everywhere else.
Wouldn't
it
Insight,
be-
insight.
wouldn't-
Plus
wouldn't-
1, 10.
Would it be deception versus insight or would it be insight versus insight?
It's just insight.
Well, I mean, it depends if you're decepting.
Are you being?
Oh wait, well, actually, wait, it's persuasive. Isn't
That would be
it?
persuasion, yeah.
If you're trying to get somebody to open the door, then yeah, persuasion or deception.
Yeah, if you're
Oh,
legitimately
right.
lying and trying to, you know, make it sound true, then it's deception.
Okay, I put my role in the player.
Oh, damn, 23.
So
Yeah.
Jade, you don't know who's on the other side of the door because you have no clue. However, Magnar, I'm guessing smooth talks you to open the door. So.
He's it's very persuasive, yes. Okay.
Or
Uh,
I have money.
I open the door and look around the corner of, like, the little crack, right? I'm like, oh, I know you.
Why were you barricaded my room?
Look, there's a lot of shit that we have to barricade against out there.
Also,
Yeah.
El Wefe tries to immediately try to get out of the room. He's like,
I'm
toast!
I'm
Can I
gonna pick up.
that one?
Can I pick up LFA?
Yeah,
Like
he's
a
trying-
child, right?
Yes. yes.
All right. I'm like, no, LFA. You can get more toast later. All right. You've had
LFA is
enough
like,
toast already.
LFA is like, toast, toast, toast!
I
Yeah.
pick him up and bring him over to his owner and just kind of slap him on the face. Not like hard, but like, you know, just like. Just,
Why would you
know,
slap
like
a Cliffy?
No, not. I'm.
So let the
No, you, the owner of LFA.
So Jade, his mask falls right off, and it's just him staring up at you. He's
I'm
not awake. He's just blankly staring up at you.
I'm gonna say, due to my backstory that we talked about, I am not surprised by this in the slightest.
So El Wefe just hops off of Silentium, and he just goes right to the window, just looking right back out there, just with his hot little claws, going, toast.
When will my toast return from the war?
Your lady toast.
All right, so Magnar, you
Your
walk
hot
in.
slice.
Yes, I walk in, and actually, good point, we are gonna need to barricade this door from the fucking boss, because I pissed her off.
Again?
Again.
Yes,
Fair.
as usual. What do you expect of me?
I have
So
a better place to hide by now.
yeah, you're still unconscious though.
I know.
You have a secret boss hiding room, right? The boss is mad. Gotta get to the safe room.
Funk up!
All right. So,
Back for Blood, like horde music starts playing.
all right.
Okay, fuck this. I'm going home, going bed.
All right. So Magnar, you just go over to the corner, grab a sleeping bag, and you just stomp and just go to sleep, I guess.
Go the fuck to sleep.
All right. And Jade, I'm assuming you go back to sleep too.
I mean, why did I wake up? Oh, because of the knocking, right?
Yeah. The two elves look over. The two elves look over at you, and it's like, you know, we can hear you. So how about you guys go to sleep?
Look, as somebody who has really big ears as well, I get it.
Go back to sleep. All right, so everybody, we all do a long rest here, so you all sleep soundly until morning.
Yay! Finally, a long rest.
Yay! Finally, a long rest, and it's past morning. So Kyle, you're gonna be the first one to wake up.
Sweet, I'm a dwarf today.
Nice.
Alright, so I can get all my spell slots back.
Yay! Everybody gets all their spell slots and health back. So
Yay.
The warrior's like, I don't get spell slots.
and health back.
I gotta get my health back though.
Yeah, you
Yay.
do. Yeah, you do.
All right.
Alright,
So-
health 30.
So Silentium,
Oh,
you wake
44.
up with your mask on the floor, and as you come into contact and consciousness, your eyes are still open the entire time, and you realize you haven't blinked in a long time. So,
This is normal for me.
and then you also realize you've been staring at Cyrus the entire time.
That's
Like
fine.
something you see.
I do. Moving on. So step 1 of my wake-up process. I blink. Several times.
And step 2, you feel the huge throbbing on your head.
Oh
Roll
god,
back
not
and
that
Thank you for
again.
finishing that sentence.
Yeah, but they...
Well, he didn't specify
It
which
was a
head.
It was a monkey, obviously.
Ooh.
Why is my head throbbing?
Also, you don't know where you are.
Of course I know where I am. I'm in a dark, dingy room. I woke up here and then I met all my best friends. This has happened in the past. At least there's no bars this time.
You look over and you realize there are bars on the window.
Oh god, no! That's fine.
And
This
you
worked
see
out well last time. We got a boat.
And then you see El Wefe just looking out the window.
Wepe,
How
sit.
could this happen?
I put the mask back on,
Yeah.
and then Wepe sit.
How could this happen to me?
It'll happen again if you don't shut up. Sit down.
He's already sitting, so he's just sitting on the window edge.
Good boy. I toss him a loaf of bread.
You realize you don't have any bread on you.
God damn it, Wefe! How many times do I have to tell you? You don't de-bread a man while he's sleeping.
Big
It's
bread.
not kosher.
I look up from the bed like, what the fuck did I just hear?
I'm like, ooh.
You're gonna have to buy more
Must have been quite a
bread.
party last night.
Exactly.
So
Why are
Cyrus,
you two here? Also, where is here? Also, who am I? Why do I feel so dumb?
Oh, now I'm starting to remember.
So Magnir and Valar, you guys are like snoring like a continental seduction at this point. So
What?
Continental seduction?
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
you're,
I don't know.
What?
you're snoring loud enough to cause an earthquake.
Do you mean a tectonic shift?
Yeah.
Oh god, the last bit of the structure left on this building, it's coming crumbling down to the little bastards. Snoring. I should have paid the extra.
All I remember carrying Salatum around on my shoulders. I remember monkeys. Oh, the monkeys, and oh god, those robot dragon eyes staring at me, and a lot of burnt bread. Oh.
And most likely it's like, oh, I haven't slept like that in weeks.
Let me quickly state this in the chat. Chat, you guys can control the NPCs. Just tell the NPCs what to do, and I'll tell you how likely it is, and I'll roll for it.
They see them rolling. They failing. They rolled a 1 and a 30.
How's that?
Oh god.
All right. So Valar, you finally wake up. Magnir, you're the last to wake up. Well, actually, you're still asleep while everybody's because you stayed up the longest.
Oh, wait, am I still asleep?
Yeah, you're still asleep, Magnar. Not you, Cyrus. Cyrus, you wake up.
I have to say, oh. Oh, by the way, Salatum, you need to shave once in a while.
I'm a dwarf. Why would I shave? Racist.
Good point.
Yeah, raisin.
Yeah, this guy gets me. He appears to be unconscious at the moment, but he understands.
All right. So what are you guys gonna do now?
I question why the elves are here,
Listen,
and
to-
where
Question why I have
where
this-
here is.
Why do I have the strange taste in my mouth?
The elves answer you, this is the Dwarven Tavern.
Even more to the point of why you're here. I thought you were trying to lie low.
The guards are all over the place, so it's a whole lot harder to get around now.
Alright.
I don't know what happened, but whoever robbed the bank, basically made it way harder for us to get around.
Yeah, those assholes.
Oh,
Yes, the
man,
asshole.
if I see them, I'm gonna kick their asses.
Exactly.
Did you by chance have the opportunity to do what we discussed the last time we met?
Yes, we left a whole bunch of stuff that we could find until the we got some of what you asked for. We got the metals. We got some of the plates from the Steel Knights, but we could not get any of their power sources.
Fortunate, but I'll have to work with it. Alright. I'm formulating a plan.
While you have a huge heaving headache on the back of your head. Okay.
Yeah, that's... Well, ever since I made Huefe, that's normal.
So, you guys hear a knock at the door. And that finally wakes you up, Magnir. And you suddenly realize, oh god, it might be her!
Okay, so she's knocking on the door, right?
Assumedly.
Okay, who's the tallest, biggest person in the party again?
That would be Cyrus. That would be Cyrus.
Say, yeah, if I see me.
Okay, I'm gonna run up behind Cyrus and just hide behind his body.
Okay.
You know what? I've learned to trust this man's instincts. I'll join him.
You're also a dwarf,
Hey,
Kyle.
Wait, watch where you're
It's
going
true,
back
yes.
there.
So,
I feel like I've seen a lot of you, so it's okay.
who's gonna? So, I'm guessing the question in the group is who's gonna open the door.
Not
I
it.
guess I
Adjust
will.
my nose.
Okay, wait, you're gonna do it?
Who's gonna do it?
I'll do it. I'll do it. I volunteer as tribute.
All right.
You're the hiding place.
Don't you?
All right,
You move.
who's gonna open the door? Somebody.
I can open the door, or Jake
Okay.
can open
You
the
know
door.
what? You know what?
Valor,
You know what?
go.
I'll open the door. I volunteer as tribute. Screw hiding. I'm gonna go face his head on.
Yeah, you big
Well,
dwarf.
I've learned to
man,
trust
go.
this man's instincts. But
Okay.
That's a bad idea.
All right. So, Magnir, you go over to the door, and you open the door slowly, and then but suddenly, roll me a dex check.
I was about to say, I'd be expecting this shit.
Actually, you know what? Roll a con check, quick.
Oh God.
Oh, con check.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're gonna get punched in the face.
I'd like to see it like just get flown across
16.
the room.
16. Okay, so you get hit. As soon as the door opens, you see a hammer just like do an uppercut at your chin, and you just sort of fly halfway across the room, but you don't suffer any damage.
Ooh, steer right.
And the door.
Oh, did you know? It was me immediately.
I probably would say, you're not making this any better.
She just narrows her eyes and has said, "This is your room, idiot, and you have nowhere else to go, you little beardling."
I had somewhere else to go. I could have just went back downstairs.
Yeah, and that's why I looked everywhere else before coming in here. And by the way, all the staff are awake, so you better go clean up your mess.
What?
What mess?
Okay. Don't ask.
Yeah.
Oh God!
you could-
I'm remembering the monkeys.
By the
Please don't tell me.
Magnir, you remember the stage is covered not just in glass, not just in mugs, not just in tankards, but also
Monkey
shit all over the place. Shit and piss all over the place.
Monkeys.
She pulls up a mop and bucket and she tosses it right at your feet, and also the water just sort of splatters right onto your backs on you, Magnir. She's like, "Get to work."
Okay, how about our coworker right here? Actually, wait, he has a mask on, doesn't he? Fuck.
Wait, you've just realized your friend is not Alfred's not there.
How about this guy? He's a dwarf too. Come on, you're in this room, you work.
Oh no!
She looks.
I'll work on getting some bread so that the place doesn't burn to the ground via tiny, moody metallic dragon.
Yeah, I'm gonna go mop up the shit.
She says, "I don't care about these other guys. They paid to be here. You're the one who's working here. However, I want you all to go down to the kitchen though, and go help out."
Oh boy.
Cool beans.
Alright. What else we have?
Do you have a nice selection of bread? I think he might enjoy some rye today.
Makes you scared. What if
She just waves her hand, is like, "Go make it yourself."
Anyone
Always
here know
wanted
how
to
to
learn how to
bake?
bake. I do not.
All right, so she walks off with her hammer and and that's it. That's the end of the conversation with her. She goes right back into her room, and also she shouts out down in the hall. "Also, I know it was you last night in my room.
No
Yeah,
way.
where else do I have to go, huh?
Stay out of my
not the
room."
answer.
Guys, I feel like I missed a really fun time.
By the way, thank fuck it wasn't marriage counseling.
Alright.
Oh, that's gonna happen today.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, good.
No.
God said something, and apparently it's gonna happen today.
It's the message from God.
You're
You're not
delusional.
escaping this.
You're delusional. You must be going delusion. You must be a bit delusional. How much have
Disillusional.
you had to drink?
Enough.
All right,
I
so
mean, I do have a splitting headache, so it must be some sort of hangover.
Obviously.
He says with a giant, like, welt the size of his face on the side of his head.
yeah, pretty much. Kyle, your mask is like having trouble just holding it together.
That's
Hold it
fine,
together,
I can-
Kyle. Hold it together.
I'll hold it together. I might have a mild to moderate concussion. I smell toast. Does anyone else smell toast? I thought he was out of bread.
LFA, but you look over in the center of the room and you see there's like a small cindering pile of toast. What used to be
I think
toast.
he learned how to conjure toast. I'm scared now.
I am.
Oh no, I
Yep,
I
it's
carry
definitely-
bread for just
It's
such
confirmed. Alflefe
I-
is going to be
I
Skynet.
remember there was a spell that you can conjure food and water,
Yes.
or some kind of drink.
What if he picked at Jade's brain to learn it? Let's hope that's not the case.
Listen, we ain't gotta worry as long as the toast, like every piece of toast doesn't start fucking singing.
By the way, Jade, you specifically remember seeing Elwefe just staring down at you while you're sleeping.
He was studying you. Oh no. You might
Yeah,
want
that
to
seems
check your
about
little
right.
you might want to check your little robot. I get this feeling he's gaining sentience.
Oh, that's been happening for a while. There's nothing I can do to stop it. At this point, I've just accepted it as a miracle of God. And I hope
Or
it in some way
end of the
leads to
world.
what I want.
Elwefe looks at you, Kyle, and he asks, and he asks you this: "What is my purpose?"
Oh no.
I
that's
don't
some-
know anymore, little buddy. I really don't.
Your purpose is your own.
Oh my God.
To bring glory.
That,
to
You're
that is
toast.
the plan,
Until world.
but
You toast
now
buns.
you want to be a toaster.
Toast.
You know, let's make a plan. I want you to be a robot god. You want to be a toaster. I'm making you the god of toasters. All right, everyone, teamwork
You
on
know,
three.
that sounds about right.
Oh
Sounds about
god.
right.
Wildcats.
Everyone,
Why
teamwork
is
on
it when
three.
you- 1, 2, 3, toast.
Wildcats.
Toast. Oh shit.
Did you just say
Oh, no.
wildcats?
I did.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, every single freaking elementary school is a wildcat. It gets confusing on identity.
True.
But no, what's it called? Why when you thought of when you say toast god, why the fuck did I think of that one toaster from Fallout New Vegas?
So as you
We don't
guys,
talk about that toaster.
so as you guys are talking, as you guys were talking, the two elves have already left, and they're down in the kitchen. However, you guys noticed that they had disguises on, but you didn't see what they are just yet.
That's fine, I'm disguised too. I will go and join them, because I need to find bread to placate the toaster.
They better not
Ky-
take all the
Kyle,
Fine.
roll an athletics check to control your legs.
Control my legs, awesome. Maybe I do have a concussion.
Roll Constitution,
12.
breathe.
12.
Are you gonna-
Okay, so essentially you fall. You try to get up. You fall face first, and then you get up again, and you manage to like wobbly walk slowly.
Wobbly walk.
Are you gonna ask those like, man, how do you move around? Being a dwarf's hard.
I've always been a
I'm-
dwarf.
I'm only asking
used
you
to
to
it by
do this,
now.
Kyle, because you have a concussion.
That's fine, I'll get over it. I've had one before and didn't do anything about it.
Oh shit, he does have a concussion.
It ended up great.
All right, so
I
Kyle,
may have created Skynet.
so
Yes, you did.
LFA walks right and hops around and walks right next to you, and he's actually quite silent for now.
I'm
Oh no,
scared.
you be a toaster. You go and toaster and in the pocket.
I'm scared, man.
So you just
suspect that there-
you hold up your cloak and you're just waiting for him to jump in, right?
No, I actively tell him, Wefe, toaster mode, and then I'll hold open the lightning Larry pocket.
Oh,
Your
but
stream keeps like loading for me.
let me
Don't know why.
see what's going on here. Because the stream says I have good connectivity, and I accidentally clicked on Filmora. Fuck.
I honestly thought you were gonna say the stream says I have good taste.
It says you're also streaming at 720p. I'd recommend doing it like 480
Yeah, let me
if
see.
you have low internet.
Yeah, let me see.
Because 720 is quite demanding unless you have that, you know.
Yeah, let me see what I
bit
can
right.
do about that real quick. Anyway, keep RPing while I try and fix this real quick.
Cool.
How
Wefe,
about-
get in the cloak. Someone who wants to be Lightning Larry. Lightning Larry, how's it going, little buddy?
I feel constant pain.
You'll get over it. It's fine. We're working on that.
I'm
That was-
I'll make
hungry.
the cannon
was
more
good.
comfortable.
Me too, little buddy. Me too.
By the
Is
way,
it physical or emotional? Because if it's emotional, then everyone does.
It's both.
Both mentally and physically. I
I
can feel
am
everything.
around. I am around Retriff all the time. I feel both.
I thought you were about to say you
that's-
feel aroused.
No, that's Thursdays.
There's.
oh god. All right, so Jade, I can't turn it up while in mid and turn it down while midstream.
Yeah, so just remember,
yeah, I'll have
you
to
know,
do it
later on. Yeah.
All right, so Alwefe hops right into the cloak and right into your pocket as Kyle just sort of walks through, and then she doesn't know you're one of the guests, so she's like, "Oi, take off that mask. You're supposed to be working.
I am? Did I get hired while I was unconscious?
You're a dwarf, aren't you?
This is true.
Wait, are you saying
Aren't you one of my?
dwarves?
I don't remember seeing you before, though.
I remember seeing you a couple times, though just only when I was passing by.
She thinks for a moment and is like, "Wait, aren't you a part of the company?"
What company?
She's like, "Who are you?"
Sup, my name is Gimbley.
And puppy.
I'm-
I'm kidding.
I'm a fair dwarf from a different area. I'd appreciate it if you didn't ask too many questions. I have a headache.
How
I
did-
need bread.
How did you get into the city? And I remember that little thing. She points right at it, and she points at Elwefe in your pocket.
But stay in the goddamn pocket. I got in the city with my crew. I just kind of point over my shoulder. And we have been pretty much just wandering around ever since we weren't allowed to leave.
Valar, you sort of just walk up right behind him, and what do you say?
I was confused. What was the situation going on?
So he's asking that Redrith's asking who the hell is she because who the hell is he because she's never seen him before, and Kyle was like pointing back, and then it's happened to be you right there right behind him.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a friend visiting from another town. He's from the same guild I am, right? I probably look at some. Look.
Yeah, the good old Sunshine and Rainbows Guild. And then I give him a very covert thumbs up.
He's not exactly right in the head.
I'm gonna roll.
It's the special use kind. Don't worry about it.
I have a headache.
Anyway, yes, he has a headache. Come on, we're gonna go get ourselves some sweet rolls, okay?
She
Let's
says,
go.
wait a minute, which guild? She rolled a 14 on insight check, by the way. Blue, that guild, remember, say that guild names quick.
Free Cloaks, I believe they're called. Yes, Free Cloaks.
And she's like, oh, well, I thought there were only, well, I knew there were only 2 of you here, so, but I thought the other one was a girl. And and a human.
Yes, I am human.
No, she's pointing at Slentium.
Don't worry, this one was arrived last night. You were asleep at the time. I'm gonna roll for deception.
Roll deception then.
Just to be on the safe side. Or would it be persuasion? No.
Deception.
I think it'd be just. Well, I did arrive last night.
Yeah, you were a human though.
I rolled a 17.
17. So she's like narrowed her eyes and she's like, "Okay, I'll let you go for now, but make sure you, next time I see you, provide some identification."
Yes, of course. What? Anyway, come on, little special dwarf. Let's go. You know, it's that special day today. Sweet roll day. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, we need some bread.
All right.
Yes, exactly.
So
I know
Kyle,
you like it better.
roll an athletics check to control your legs again.
Athletics. Well, that's cockeyed. Hold on. 10.
10. All right. So you sort of just walk right into the nearby wall unintentionally, and sort of bounce right off it, and then are just briskly walking forward.
I'm okay. Walking into stuff is great for a concussion. I would know. I'm a doctor, kind of.
And everybody sees this. At the whole party, I mean.
Oh wait, Redriff, I'm gonna go
I
knock
appreciate
this
your
shit
concern,
out.
guys. Don't worry about it. I'm fine.
Alright, so Kyle, you get downstairs. I need to move the...
Wait, sit in the goddamn motherfucking cloak.
Elwefe's still in the cloak, and by the way, as you're getting downstairs, you realize the whole half the tavern has some guards in there, some steel knights in particular.
Oh man, they say his sphincter tightened 3 sizes that day.
And Bagder, you sort of just I'm guessing you finally get up to the stage and you realize how much of a mess it is. It's even worse than you remember. Magner?
Go up to Silentium real quick and ask if I'm of a favor before I start.
Alright, so...
Hey, Silentium, you got that junk bag still?
I do.
Can I borrow
I
it?
have an empty one and a full one. How much you want to destroy the place?
Give me an empty one, please.
Empty one it is. I give him one of my empty ones.
It's gonna. You're not gonna want to reach inside this one for. You're not gonna want to reach inside this one.
Oh, it's fine. I use them as projectiles.
Okay, and
As long as when I let it on fire, a bunch of shit flies out and kills people, I'm fine.
Alright.
I'm gonna
Alright,
just shove all the shit into the bag.
Alright, so, Magner, you just take that bag with you, and you start not shoveling shit, but you also shovel up everything that's, broken into there. Jade, you look out at the bar, and you see, like, a few steel knights just sitting around, and, Blue, you see, the pair of free cloaks, sitting at their same table, and they've been, well, not sitting, they're more like, asleep on their table.
Okay.
And Cyrus, you make your way into the kitchen, and you see the place is still busy with dwarves, but they're not the same women from dwarf ladies from last night. They're just a whole different shift.
Okay.
But something doesn't seem right to you. You see 2 rather tall, thin dwarf people that one with oddly purple skin, and the other rather tall, long, fair hair, but they both have really big beards.
Oh, I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. I guess I'm gonna be helping out in the kitchen here, huh?
Yeah, I heard it. We'll ask about that later, by the way, Cyrus.
Alright.
We're gonna get to that here in a second.
Alright. Alright, so I guess cleaning the kitchen here. Where would you need me the most, where I could be most useful here?
So she says, well, we need you to help making some bread and some barley.
You wouldn't happen to have instructions around here, would you? Because I'm not really good at making bread.
Kyle, you walk up and you say something.
Something. I have a headache.
You have a headache, but you realize but I'm guessing you say, "Oh, I know how to make bread."
Well, I don't know how to make bread, but I can make a machine that'll make bread. And in fact, I can make a machine that'll make toast if you really want.
You have one already!
All the dwarves
No,
just
no.
look over at you and they just said, "No."
Everyone just says
I
no.
turn to my
No
buddy
the
Cyrus and I just say, I feel like there's a story here that I want to hear later.
Oh, you have no idea. Alright, I can't, I guess I'll just wing it. There's gotta be a cookbook around here somewhere. It's a kitchen book right now.
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean cookbook. They may make food, but that doesn't mean they make good food.
So roll me an investigation check, Cyrus.
Alright.
Also, guys in chat, you can control the NPCs. Tell me what to do with them, and I'll do it in game.
Defending. Okay.
You guys can control the NPCs. You got dwarf ladies. You got some steel knights. You got two of the free cloaks here. You got two elves disguised as dwarves. What do you? And tell me what to do. And you also got a guy.
And a single monkey.
No,
Still
Kyle.
here.
No, Kyle. But I will say one steel knight leaves without question.
Don't let
Perfect.
Kyle get away with this. Put your vote in the channel now. In the chat channel.
All right. So while they're what'd you get for an investigation, by the way?
I put it in player roles.
All right, you got a 10. All right, so you've essentially learned nothing. You don't know what
I've learned nothing.
you don't know what you're doing. However, all you think to do is just like pour flour into water, and that's it, and pour flour into water, and that's it to try and make dough.
This looks like bread making stuff. It's gonna.
Cyber, no, that's cocaine!
All right. Well, we got one noble. We got dance mode. Somebody really wants to go into dance mode.
This looks like
Left,
sugar.
left, right, jump down. Okay, so one of the. You know what? This guy jumps up on stage. This guy's name's Fondle, by the way, and he starts dancing.
Fondle.
Wait, what? I heard something
Did you
about
say-
fondled.
did you
What?
just-
He's gonna get fondled. That's his namesake.
Is that like a title he
This is Mr.
earned,
Fondle.
or does his parents just hate him?
You guys don't know, but he just says, "I'm the great and noble Sir Fondle."
Sir Fondle, he's been knighted for
Sir
his
Fondle.
fondling.
Oh!
Was he knighted by the
He
queen?
loves him.
Was he not? Was he knighted by the queen or the king?
Welcome to our D&D streams, by the way. It gets oddly sexual.
We're not doing
No,
this
it's
on
not anything
purpose.
sexual.
It gets oddly
Well,
sexual.
Sir Fondle.
Yeah,
Well,
Fondle's
Sir
like,
Fondle.
The stage.
The king, personable spear polisher.
She's Fondle does like a
What
bow to you, Magner, and it's like, "I am Sir Fondle, hunter of rats and slayer of kobolds. How are you?" And he just then he just starts and then he does a spin.
Did you say Slayer of Kobolds?
Well, of course, I slay kobolds, but I also slay women as well.
Shit.
Oh,
Again,
shit.
hey,
Sorry,
hey,
no,
actually-
sorry, that came out
actually-
wrong. I am fondler of women.
Someone
can I-
said that
can I-
word.
This situation works.
Hey, can I pick him up real quick?
No, he's taller than you.
I can
But
still
it's
pick
lighter.
him up.
Does he have like bird bones?
Roll a strength check, I guess.
I mean, like how skinny is he? Like, is he just like a twig?
He's skinny.
Okay,
Yeah, he's skinny.
I rolled a nat-
Maybe you could pick him up.
You rolled a what?
Skips away
That-
saying, "You cannot fondle the fondler."
Put it
I
in
rolled
player
nine-
rolls.
Okay.
Your
All right, you
problem
rolled
is
a
no
19, so you pick him up. You essentially bear hug him and pick him up really easily.
Okay, I'd like to just toss them where the shit is and have them go down it like a mudslide.
All right,
What
so,
is the shit back to the
so
bar?
you
Like,
just-
just on the bar.
so you're like 1, 2, 3, and you just toss them right off the bar into like another pile of shit, and I'm guessing you're like, this is my stage.
Like a bar
This is
slide.
my stage. I can't let people come taking my job.
They took our jobs!
Dad, we can
I don't know what you
What's
just
the
said,
mess
but
I gotta
that was
clean up?
adorable.
What's up?
I don't know what you just said, but that was adorable.
They took our jobs!
They took my job! He took your job! He took your job!
He flies across the bar in a shit like a slip and slide.
So he lands ass first on some shit, and he just sort of just slides across the ground a little bit, and then he's like, ow! Okay!
Is that Fondle on the big banana?
I'm like half paying attention right now, and I'm loving this.
Good. If you pay full
Also,
attention,
like-
you'll lose the plot.
Also,
I've already
if I-
lost the plot.
Also, if I catch you fondling some of the other patrons, I'm cutting one of your fingers off.
Oh, God.
Whichever one you're most experienced with.
Oh, the pinky.
Look, we don't provide those services, but
So-
I think down the street over there they do provide those services.
So Fondle gets up, and then you realize, Magnar, he's very drunk.
Literally, I've thrown out drunker people for worse. I mean, the
Nothing's worse than
last.
a drunk fondle.
Literally, I've dealt with Billy, so this is nothing new.
All right. So while you're cleaning up there, Valor and Jade, you see, you go. What are you guys doing?
I'm just gonna keep the group safe as much as I can. Who am I closest to?
It's Valar.
Valar, yeah. So these are the two guys that he met, right?
Yeah. They're asleep right now. they're like passed out on the table.
So, are we supposed to wake them up? I don't know. These are your guys. I don't.
Valar, what are you gonna do?
I would say let them sleep. Looks like they've been through a lot.
Indeed.
At any rate, I guess we'll head to the kitchen to make sure nothing bad happens, and pretend like we didn't see that Sir Fond-a-lot just, skid across the floor. Let's go!
Yeah,
Okay.
by the way, guards are laughing at that as Fondle flies across and lands and shit.
And thus the war between the elves and the dwarf began.
Encore!
Again.
Again.
All right, so you guys get in the kitchen. You're not having any luck making bread.
This stuff. That's nothing.
Essentially, you
All right.
mixed in flour, and it doesn't look like bread. In fact, it looks like a gooey mess.
Alright,
They're
step
supposed
aside.
to do something.
Let the master work his magic.
All right,
I
rinse
will
it.
attempt to create bread.
Roll a 20,
mechanically.
please.
I get out my like hammer and wrench, and I start to try to make bread.
All right, roll a 20 for me, Kyle.
If he
Alright,
succeeds,
just so I know, am I adding anything to it? Some sort of other thing?
oh, you're using a wrench and all that, so you're making a metallic bread. There you go.
Yes.
Aboriginal.
So
If you're-
I'm not adding anything?
If you're making a machine, we're gonna need that theme.
Oh no, I get out those tools as if to make a machine, and then I attempt to make normal ass bread.
So it's like the start of the song, but then it like does a DJ scratch, right? Like, hold up,
Pretty much.
wait.
Yeah, essentially, Kyle, you take out your hammer and wrench, and you start to try and make the bread, but instead all you do is just hammer.
A
and
montage.
Essentially, you just hammer away and smack away at the goop that Cyber made, and it's just like going all over the place.
Step up. Here, let a master work. And then I take out a hammer and just... There, you need to knead the bread. You gotta
Okay.
tenderize it.
And it's
I'm sure the workers are looking at this like,
so
what the hell?
Bread is like a fine steak. You have to
Si-
tenderize it.
so Cyrus and Magnar, you're completely covered in like a flour goop. From that.
I feel like I'm from a bukkake.
I got beef stew.
my.
Oh yeah, one of the dwarf ladies just pulls it. Is making beef stew over on one of the
Oh god, that's
fires.
disgusting.
And she's like, "Hey, you need to try and learn how to make food, you idiots! Now you gotta clean all that up."
You didn't tell me how to make it!
Well, we assumed you knew how, so...
I told you I did it!
You know what they say when you assume.
Make an
That's a bad thing
ass
to
out of
do.
you and me.
So
Also that.
I get covered in white stuff.
Yeah. When you assume, it's like bukkake.
Look, it's November. Alright.
It's November. Jade and Valar, you walk up and you see Cyrus and Silentium just covered in white and flour.
It's not what you think.
I mean-
what do you mean it's not what they think? It's exactly what they think. We're trying to make bread to
I'm
appease the
probably,
toaster god.
I'm probably gonna watch them literally bicker amongst each other. It's like, hey. Your thoughts,
Well,
Jade?
alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
Jade, you see your brother just sort of peeking up from the basement, and he's like giggling to himself, and is like, "Oh my god, I don't know how to make bread."
I come up to him and I boop his nose.
No, he's hiding. He can't.
Oh, wait, are you saying I see him?
You
Like,
see
what-
him, but everybody else doesn't see him yet.
I walk up to him and boop his nose.
Okay, so you boop his nose, and all the one of the dwarf ladies is like, "Hey, what you doing over there?"
Booping the barrel.
They're gonna say whoop in the bear.
Your brother just goes right back down the stairs quickly, just to avoid being seen. All right. So this mess, the two disguised elves walk up to you guys and probably like the lamest dwarf accent you could possibly imagine, talk to you guys. Hi, how you doing? The something dwarf and bug and things.
The fuck?
Adam, you are the most beautiful creature I've ever seen. I have a headache.
We gotta get that checked out.
Yeah, we might want to go to the local healer.
Roll a con check for me, Kyle.
Con check. Check or save?
Con check.
Check. 10.
Checkmate.
All right, so you just you felt like passing out for just a moment, but then you're just like then you just sort of wake back up, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm fine.
I think our agenda today is literally take Kyle to a healer at this point.
Oh, it's fine. I don't need a healer. I need a baker. And maybe
Yes,
a priest.
we will heal you with bread. Yes, got it.
Excellent.
We're gonna stop the wounds with bread. That should do it. It's good to absorb.
I mean, that works in some universes.
It does.
All right, so Kyle, I'm guessing you have in your mind. You're like, I know a better way to make bread.
Well, of course I know a better way to make bread, but everyone said I'm not allowed to make a bread machine.
No, nobody said that.
Well, get the music started.
Yeah, send me the music, by the way, Kyle.
Oh god, I don't know what the music is.
It's the Home Depot one, I think. Here, hang on, let me see.
How do I hardware store my Weird Al Yankovic is playing in my head?
He probably would in this situation.
All right. So here we go with Kyle. You're gonna have to go around and just grab random things.
Alright, so, first of all,
Hang
I
on.
take stock of my surroundings. What tools do I have?
All right,
Get
so
the
you got all the
job
tools you
done.
have on hand. However, all around you, you see like some plant and some horse. Hang on. You see some like metal plates. You see a lot of metal stuff that's just like silverware, cups and stuff like that, mugs. You also see like several barrels that are some of them are empty, some are full. You also see like big bags of flowers and empty sacks and stuff like that. So you got to do something with that. And you also see like several fireplaces and ovens.
Alright, are there candles?
Are there? Yes, there are candles.
Perfect. Step 1, I melt the candles. Do you have the music yet?
Yeah, I got the music going.
Cool, I melt the candles. I take one of the empty sacks and I dip it in the candle wax to give it like a nice waxy coating. Then, I hook that up to, I put that on a hook so that the top is open. I set up a small pump device with a barrel of water on the one side and a thing of flour on the other. I make a small water wheel sort of thing to shovel the flour into it. So I have those all going into the bag. The wax should keep it from leaking out. I'm going to make 2 little arms that just constantly punch the bag to mix them.
By the way,
Then
roll a
at the bottom,
crafting
I'm
check.
going to... What now?
Roll a crafting check right now.
Crafting check! Oh god, what, hold on. Crafting was that, plus that, plus that. 28.
28, so you succeed massively.
Excellent.
Essentially, you got the entire staff. They're just looking at you and stunned by what you're making in, like, insanely fast.
Then
Well,
I
look at
take
what he
apart... I take a part of a barrel at the bottom, make it into a small funnel-like thing, put a mesh over it so that, no, that wouldn't work. No, yeah, I'll just have the funnel thing. I'll cut a small hole in the bottom of the sack, attach the funnel there, I'll take a knife and a small, another small robotic arm to kind of move back and forth to cut
Like a hopper.
little sections, like a hopper. And I'll have the knife cut little sections off of the dough when it starts coming out. And then I'll make a conveyor belt under that for the dough to land on. The conveyor belt will go through a rather large oven, and then on the other end it'll just deposit bread.
Step 3, deposit bread.
Roll another crafting check, please.
And then at the end of the line is Wefe. Another crafting
With
check.
fire in his eyes.
34.
The toast
30,
will come.
34?
Plus 34.
Holy shit. So essentially,
Uber success.
wow, essentially you've made this entire machine out of, like, wood, a little bit of metal, mostly burlap sacks and wood and barrels and stuff, so, and a big-ass stove. That's it.
Yes. Correct.
And the conveyor belt is made out of plates,
correct.
metal plates, and silverware.
Yes.
So... yeah,
And to you, the Breadinator.
the dwarven ladies are like, wow, you're a really smart boy, and you're a really smart man, aren't you?
I have a headache. Just a big smile, nod. I have a headache.
Oh, some of the dwarf ladies are like coming over to you, Kyle, and they're like, well, it does awfully get lonely here sometimes without our men.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We also
I can actually make a machine that'll replace all men for you. Forever.
Oh, really? Well, we'd rather
I
have
can,
you.
yes.
Well,
It's called Obsidian.
well, we're not really into machines, but we do for someone smart as you.
Well, that's a shame.
I should
Anyway,
probably-
Wefe, let's get your fix done, and then I'll go to the end of the conveyor belt, and I will I'll keep Wefe in toaster form, and I'll just when the bread comes out, I'll just start slicing it and putting it in the toaster slots.
Alright, so, like, loaf after loaf, and just so you know, Kyle, you made it so damn efficient that the bread is coming out too fast.
That's fine. I don't
roll-
mind projectile bread.
What?
We can make this into a weapon against the Steel Knights for when the rebellion arises.
I rolled a 2. So, Kyle,
Good.
roll a constitution check.
Cost of toasting?
Nice.
You got a what?
17.
17.
One hits me right in the concussion.
So a lot of bread is just essentially it like pops right out of the oven. It's more like ploop, 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 and then it's sort of hitting you and it's sort of hitting the wall and you at the face. So it's coming out too fast.
That's no such thing as too fast.
Yes.
That just means it's at peak efficiency.
So as you're like as you're slowly trying to like cut up like one slice of bread, you essentially look around you and you suddenly realize that you're entirely buried in loaves of bread. After
Alright.
like about a few minutes.
Is he gonna do the whole Terminator thing where he gives a thumbs up while being, swallowed by the breath?
Mm-hmm.
All of it-
Has anyone ever seen any real-life Fruit Ninja things?
No.
I'm going to fashion myself a blade out of whatever metal I can, and I'm just going to start trying to chop it as it flies at me.
Dexterity check. Let's go.
Dexterity check, yes.
Dexterity!
Okay, I'm back. I had to go do real life stuff real quick.
That's alright, Magnir. Kyle made a machine that makes bread, but it makes it too efficiently, so he's getting buried by bread.
And now I'm doing bread ninja.
Oh, Wefe, save him!
I leave for 5 minutes. What the fuck?
I might have made a weapon of mass destruction.
By the way,
That's
as
fine. That's normal.
you finish cleaning up, Magner, you
Of
walk
mass
right
bread
into the kitchen
construction.
and you see this. By the way, this is the machine just spurting out bread at Kyle while he's trying to turn it into toast with Elwefe in the toaster mode.
I just walk away, go upstairs to Redriff.
So you walk away
Just
and
walk away. Just walk away.
Walk in, see this, just, I'd rather scoop shit.
so
Oh no, I finished scooping shit, right?
yeah, you finished cleaning up the stage because most of the shit's in that bag.
Okay, good.
So-
Alright, I'm gonna just go to Redriff now.
All right, Kyle, what'd you roll for dexterity?
9.
9. So
9.
you miss a lot. You only managed to get like one of them, but every other one of them just sort of just hits you in the face or in the body or wherever. And it's not even that hard. It's just more like, ow, ow. It's like you being hit by tennis balls.
Ow. Ow.
Tennis balls
Ow.
have been hit.
Ow.
And
Football.
And everybody's starting to quickly see that the room is starting to fill, and this portion of the room is starting to fill up with bread, and they're like, how do you turn it off?
What do you mean turn it off?
Wait,
Why would you ever want to turn it off? You have unlimited food. I've solved world hunger.
We're running out of supplies here, LA! Look, we're almost out of flour already!
Wait a second.
Oh,
I-
this problem will solve itself then.
Exactly.
You dunce! That was our whole week's supply of flour!
Well, I have a whole week's supply of bread. But look, I don't know what you're so upset about. You wanted bread, I've made bread. If you wanted me to stop, you should have stopped me. I have a headache.
One of them takes a pan and just smacks you right on the head, Kyle.
And you
Oh,
take
good.
69 damage.
Roll a Constitution check.
And that fixes the
Constitution.
concussion.
You got disadvantage, by the way, so
Okay.
because of the concussion.
So, wow. So 21 is my lowest in that case.
All right,
even more of a
so they
concussion
hit
from,
you over the head, and you're like, ow.
I just don't even notice because my head's already hurting.
Yeah. So it's just like, turn this damn thing off.
All right, you know what? I've got a better idea. I'm gonna take one of my useless bags of holding, and I'm just gonna put it over the end of the oven so that the bread flies into it.
Is bread useless though?
No, it's not.
So what happens if I try to put things with a use in the useless bag of holding?
Essentially imagine like the bag just imagine like a bag trying to swallow something that's bigger than it actually than it actually is. So essentially it's like trying to fit like a small little bag over like a huge bag.
I have this issue often.
Yes.
So if that's not gonna work, then I flee.
Roll an athletics check to control your legs.
Athletics, 13.
13. So essentially, you do like really big giant hop steps, and then you're like almost fall over each time. You're like and then you finally get out of the
like,
kitchen.
oh, I'm just gonna start stuffing bread in my cloak.
On the way, you're just stuffing bread in your cloak. And
I will be right back.
okay.
I got you, stew. Let's go. How fitting.
All right, so Valor, after seeing all this, what do you? And Cyrus, Valor, what do you do after seeing all this? Jade is sort of like a.
We're just watching the show. Like, just
Yeah.
like, what is even going on here?
The machine is still going, by the way.
Oh yeah, I never turned it off.
Yeah, the machine is still going, by the way. So the
Oh, so this is not my problem.
Exactly.
Kyle just makes things too well. Things that work too well.
What can I say? I solve problems by making more. Now you're not worried
No,
about not
where's
being able to make
Wefe?
bread. I have Wefe. He's in my pocket.
Why isn't he going crazy?
Because I have a
This is his
buttload of bread
heaven.
in my pocket. I'm placating him by drowning him in bread.
He's
When
not
I
seeing
light-
this huge mountain and not going insane? Are you serious?
Something's not
When I
right.
light on fire in 10 minutes, then you'll know that he's coming.
Something's not right about Elflefe. If he's resisting toast, something bad's being plotted.
You guys realize you see Silentium walking out, and essentially, you know how big his cloak. Imagine his cloak like 3 times fatter.
Oh.
That is one well-fed dwarf. What have you been feeding him? I'm kidding.
Right?
Is he pregnant?
Almost exclusively.
Is he Paragonon?
Quick,
It's like
someone
I'm
get me some
paying.
X-Lax.
I'll definitely have to take in a look into that, lad.
All right, so Kyle, as you're running out, you sort of see Udrith walking in, and let me just pull him up here. But
What's an Udrith?
Udrith is the Redrith's husband.
Have I ever met him?
Yes, I think you hired him
I did?
to work on the ship.
No, that was
Oh, I
me.
wasn't- Yeah, I
Someone
wasn't
else.
with that team.
Like
I was
me
at
and
the
Cyrus.
bar with the band.
Oh, okay. Well, you've never met this guy then.
Cool, so I noticed a guy walk in.
Yeah, with a really big axe.
But Cyrus has a really big axe. This is nothing weird.
Oh, this axe makes Cyrus's axe look small.
I am jealous of
Damn.
this guy's act.
Stop comparing axes and get to work.
So you see this guy walking up towards the stairs as you just like run by, and you're like stuffed with bread. and you just stop and see this guy, and you see him, and he's like, and his axe is actually worthy enough to be wielded by one of the steel knights that's that big.
Oh shit, there are still knights out here.
Yeah.
Yes.
However, there are far fewer of them. They are been leaving slowly.
I'm gonna go upstairs just to... Is there a back door?
Yeah, and you realize, yes, but you don't know where it is.
Excuse me, kind sir, with the very impressive axe. How
What?
does one escape such an establishment?
Oi, wait, what? Aren't you one of us?
I'm a dwarf, yes, but I'm given to understand I'm not one of the
No.
employees.
Aren't you with the company?
I've been asked this before. I'm told I'm with the Grey Cloaks. Grey Cloaks? Storm Cloaks.
I've never
I
heard
have
of the
a
Grey
headache.
Cloaks.
I have a headache. I might have a mild to very severe concussion.
And you seem to be making off with all the bread.
Oh, don't worry, it's not anywhere near all the bread.
And as you say that, the door sort of just you just see the bread sort of just falling out from the door behind you in the kitchen.
There's more bread.
I feel like I'm like just like swimming out. My head's kind of like, get breathe.
Like all of you are like getting getting like swarmed with bread. Jade is forced. Unfortunately, Jade is forced down to the basement with her brother. She's stuck down there thanks to all the bread. It's all over the place.
Fine, we always split the party. It's the best plan you can
I
have.
feel
in
like
game.
Jane would go like, ooh.
Valor and Cyrus, you guys are just sort of just like swimming through the bread, trying to get out.
Hurry up! Somebody grab my...
You can't turn.
Okay, I think this is a good time to get the hell out of this place before things get worse.
Works for me.
We all knew this day was coming. And most likely Soul is not gonna have a job because of us.
So Udrith just stands right in front of you, right in front of you, Kyle, and he's like, "What in the blazes did you do in there?"
I was told to make bread. I made bread.
As you said, and you point back there, and you just, as you said that, like some loaves of bread fall right out of your cloak.
I might have gone a little overboard, I'll admit. Maybe I might have made 2 or 3 loaves too many. But you know what? Live and learn.
I think you'd be one to come with me.
Sure, where are we going?
We're going to
headache.
see my wife.
Oh no.
Oh, is she the lady upstairs? She asked if I was working for you guys too.
Well, since you already know her, it'll be a whole lot easier for the introductions.
Productions.
Introductions.
Interproductions.
Jay, by the way, Jay, the whole room is like full of bread, and you were forced down into the basement with your brother because.
Oh, no.
And Valar and Cyrus are sort of just swimming through this infinite thing of bread. So it's so full that it's starting to get everywhere.
I'm gonna say to my brother, it's like, well, you're not gonna starve now.
And he's already nomming on some bread, and he's like, "Nah, oh, it's delicious." Oh.
Exactly.
Maybe we can eat our way out.
Heyo.
I'll leave you to that. Actually, you know what? I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm gonna eat as well.
Alright, so that you both just start eating some freshly
Okay.
made bread. It smells so good, but there's just so much of it, and it just keeps coming.
I have an idea. I go down to where like the kobolds are and ask them if they want some free meals.
Alright, you go through the door, and you shout out at the kobolds, but you don't hear anything. They're not there.
They're not there. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
good.
got killed.
So, and I'm guessing you go back.
But I find the lich there. It's like, it's like.
You
Okay,
probably
fine.
see him eating a kobold sandwich. It's like, oh, don't mind me, minion.
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm right over here, just eating some bread. You see like a fresh, you see like a fresh bread with like a kobold with something inside of it. You don't know what, but it's bloody.
Robot buns.
Not the first time I've experienced this.
And how weird is that?
All right, so Udrith asks you, "What should be your name, boy?"
I'm Gimli. No last name.
I don't think we've ever met, but we're gonna go talk to my wife now. Just come with me.
Oh, it's my personal philosophy to never disagree with someone who wields a weapon bigger than I am.
Yeah, he yanks you by your cloak, and like a lot of the bread you were hanging onto just flops right out of you onto the floor.
That's fine. I'm sure I have more.
Yeah, there's a lot more. You have like at least 50 loaves, and then some of them just keep falling off.
When you're
All
quite
right.
aloof.
Follow the breadcrumbs, children,
And-
or bread loaves in this
Yeah,
case.
literally as you're walking along, you're just leaving a trail of loaves of bread.
It's up there.
All right, yeah, you're following in behind them. By the way, they're not in there yet.
Okay.
So, Cyrus and Silentium, you guys sort of just finally get out of the bread swarm, and then you realize it's still the machine is still going.
Okay. Yes, freedom. It's gonna take me weeks to get these crumbs all out of my cloak.
You guys see Silentium being taken upstairs by Udrith, if you guys remember him.
All right, new objective.
Was that
Get-
Udrith?
It looks like it.
Huh. Oh, I wonder how he's doing. But wait, was he taking Salatum up there?
You guys.
Yeah, you can tell.
You guys' answer is quickly answered by the trail of loaves leading up there.
I guess those loaves are answered.
Yes,
Alright, I
they
guess
were
we should
here.
go
They
get
were
them.
here. I probably would just pick up one of the bread and looking at it, it's like, yes, they were here about 10 seconds ago.
Well, I guess we might as well go save them.
Yep. Might as well go do that. Objective: save Operation Save the Dwarves.
So, all right,
Come
so
to dwarves.
all right, so Magner, you finally get back up into the room, and you talk, and you open the door, and you're here talking to Redrith. She's like, "Did you clean up your mess, boy?"
Yeah. Also, please don't tell me I'm still responsible for those idiots. Please.
Which idiots are we referring to?
The ones who put me in charge to not destroy the city and/or the tavern.
Again, which idiots?
I'm gonna be right back.
You know how little that narrows it down.
Yes.
You know the ones that came. You know the ones that came here for the whole goddamn entourage.
Oh, those ones with the Kobold army.
Yes. Am I
Well,
still responsible for them?
yes.
Fuck. In that case, I'll probably head back downstairs because those motherfuckers.
Probably did something. And while as you're as you say that, you hear several female dwarves screaming for help because we can't
Screaming
turn this
pain.
thing off. Somebody help!
They made bread.
You'll never need a man again.
They made bread.
So yeah, the machine is. And by the way, Kyle, how much flour did you put into the machine?
Well, I put a barrel in the input, so about a barrel's worth.
Oh boy.
Hey, Richard.
Rolls
how
I
you
didn't
deal
think it
with
would make
me?
enough bread to fill up the room, but you know what? I've been wrong before. I'm not the greatest at math. I'm just an engineer.
It doesn't take much flour to make bread, just so you know. So.
Oh, I know.
Redriff, is this how you feel with me all the time?
She just nods.
When I bought that hammer, I'm curious if I'm gonna hit that motherfucker as soon as he comes in.
Right, and she just
Since
looks.
I see him.
She looks at her hammer and she's like, "No, but you can use this." She gives you like a small little hammer.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking look for Silentium now to hit him with the goddamn hammer.
Ugh.
All right. As soon as you get to the door, you see
Okay, Matt.
Silentium right at the front, right at the door. But well,
I hit him with the hammer.
Kyle, roll a con check.
What did I
On
miss now?
check.
It's the bar fight,
16.
Bethany.
16. So you hit Silentium right on the chest with the hammer, and that's all you managed to do. But it doesn't hurt. It doesn't. Kyle, you suffer 1 point of damage.
That's a Kyle damage right there.
Okay,
kinda
I
just, like-
found him.
Why?
Because you fucking made bread.
They wanted me to make bread.
As you
It's
said,
okay
They
though.
meant
I
by hand.
opened my cloak just a bit to reveal a very squished piece of bread where the hammer hits.
They wanted me to make bread. They had
and
kitchen knives
and
at
then-
my throat.
as you open up your cloak, some more bread leaves just fall onto the ground. Some of them squished up.
It's okay. I'll take those with me when I go.
Okay, get in here. I'm just gonna drag him into the room.
All right. So,
By the way, a guy with a big axe is here.
Magner, you see Udrith come in, and then you realize, oh shit.
Oh god damn it. Hey, Redriff.
Udrith.
I was talking to Redriff.
Yes.
Have a seat.
I'm sitting down already.
I mean metaphorically speaking, because this is gonna be a while. So get comfortable.
Am I in trouble? I have a headache.
And you
Th-
too, Udrith.
Udrith, first let's deal with this troublemaker here.
Yeah, I'm
Sis-
responsible for him. I have to
I turn
take...
to Magnir and I say, "What'd you do?"
I'm responsible for this motherfucker. I have to go clean up the bread in the bed after we deal with this situation here.
So, and Kyle, as he's talking, you realize your pants it feels like it's burning, and you're starting to smell
Ooh.
increasingly toasty.
Damn it, Wefe. Deploy the Wefe.
Wefe just comes right out, and you just see him like with several loaves of bread, and then he just goes and he turns right for you, and he starts slashing at your cloak. Toast.
I unleash the bread.
So essentially, you just open up your cloak all the way, and just all the bread just falls right on the ground. And
Yes, and then I step out of the pile. That'll keep him busy for a while, at least
It's the
20
Kyle
minutes.
pile.
all right.
abomination.
So Udrith just goes over and grabs one of the pieces of toast, and he's like chomping down on it because he's hungry. And it's like, oh, it's not bad bread.
Right? Turns out I'm a great cook.
Yes, however, you made too much.
I'm beginning to realize that.
Too
I'm
much of
starting
a
to get
good
the
thing can be a
slightest
bad
inkling.
thing.
All right, so as that happens, Cyrus and Valor manage to like get right up the stairs, and you guys like see everybody. In the
What made
room.
John did here? Who brought us in here? We just came to see you're okay, and then now we're okay. I think we're gonna be leaving here. Bye.
No, you ain't going nowhere. Udrith says.
Oh.
Valor, by the way, you guys are like at the door. What do you say, Valor?
Well then, I guess we have no choice. What's going on here, if I may ask? Good sir.
Better be getting some damn beer after this.
We will get the beer after this.
Redrith says, well, if it's what I think it is, that we're not going to have any beer, because this one probably used it all up.
That's it. I'm out. I was just rushing toward the door.
You don't use beer for bread?
Uhtred
Hey,
lays
have
his
you ever had
axe.
a beer bread? I'm kidding.
Uhtred lays his giant axe on the door, and he's like, wait, no.
Okay, on second thought, maybe I'll hear this out.
No, I insist. Stay.
I
This
insist.
woman's been driving me crazy. Okay.
Alright, while that's all happening, Jade, the bread, is essentially forced you and Flint back to here. It's like a wall of bread. It's just slowly just going towards you two.
I slowly back up and I say to Flint, if anything goes wrong, I'm going to activate my ultimate form.
Which is some gigantic
Flint-
fox, I guess, it's
Flint-
gonna tear down the building.
Dynamax Shade.
Oh no!
Oh, please, Gigantamax.
I must use my secret technique if this goes terribly, terribly wrong.
Flint just says, I knew I was hungry, but I didn't want this much. He just...
You caused this. Be careful what you wish for.
Literally fucking Hansel and Gretel.
It's a reverse Hansel and Gretel.
They don't
Well,
want
the
food
bread loaves.
anymore.
the bread wars.
The bread
There was
follows
the
them
monkeys,
now.
now the bread.
No, it's going to be called the Bread Wars because LF is going to be the one causing it.
Yeah.
There we
That's
go.
about right.
Alright, so Jade, what do you do with this bread?
So, well, as I said, so I'm gonna take him back to like the door back there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say this is gonna take 10 minutes if I have to activate my ultimate form to take on this foe. I haven't told the others about the fact that I can actually become a fire elemental.
Flint just has a flashback to basically when that happened. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So yeah, back then I didn't have
Don't-
control over that.
Don't
I
burn
do
down
now.
the place, please.
Well, it's either that or we die from toast avalanching on us.
I mean,
Bread
Jake came
avalanche.
with no promises.
Well, I'm gonna make it fucking toast.
Oh god. Somebody animate this. This would be funny. I just want to see like a wall of bread just animated, just coming at Flint and Jade.
I just want to see the transformation of Jade going into her ultimate form and then just saying, "You're toast."
And then all the alcohol down there just fucking ignites.
I really want to
But it don't win the process.
put on my soundboard whatever that StarCraft 2 fire guy is.
Toasty.
Toast. Smoking smells like a victory.
Exactly.
Alright, so anyway, back to the room here. Uhtred goes over and sits right in the seat. And he's like, first let's deal with this boy. You. Whatever you did downstairs, how do you stop it?
It runs out of resources.
How much did you put in?
A barrel of water and a barrel of flour.
His
How long will
eyes
that
just go,
take? About a year.
his eyes just go wide and it's like, do you realize how much bread that is?
I do not. I'm willing to bet either slightly or a lot more than has already been made.
So
I have a
that's
headache.
enough. That's enough bread. That's enough bread loaves to fill up this building.
Well, cool. We'll feed the whole town.
Hell no! We'll be out of flour by then.
I feel like I'm missing the problem here. Do we not want a lot of bread?
Not this much bread.
The thin
And
dwarf.
we have lived different lives, my friend.
So as you're talking, people in the bar are like screaming. It's like, oh my god, the wall of bread is spreading! It's out of the kitchen!
It's the bread apocalypse.
And now, respectable person is
That's
like,
right.
my dreams have come true.
Right, I'm
Fondle's
getting
just
the
there, just like, take me.
I'm getting the Back for Blood song because this is getting nightmarish.
You know what? Give it to me. I'll play it.
Played. horde theme.
So as I said,
Alright.
so as you hear people screaming downstairs, Redworth and Udra
The end
look
is
at you.
nigh!
We're gonna die with bread.
The end is nigh!
It's in the music channel.
All right, let's see.
The end is right.
The end is right.
You just right. God damn it.
Yeah, actually, yeah, his machine did go right. Fuck.
Quite literally.
All right, so Kyle, what are you gonna do?
I don't know what there is to do. I mean, I've made bread. As far as I'm concerned, mission accomplished.
Don't you fucking just destroy it or turn it off?
Or, oh man,
Like, what's he even powered by anyway?
Love.
I look at him, and even though I've got the mask on, he can't see my face. I hope he understands the look of.
I
What do you
can
mean-
just
what do you
feel,
mean
I can
power
just feel
source?
his eyes searing into my soul. I'm like, I rescind my question.
What do you say, Kyle?
What do you mean power source?
I rescind my question because I don't want to die.
I'm not gonna kill you. We're buddies. Solidarity, and most importantly, guilty by association.
I mean, we're safe up here.
Okay,
Because
you
this-
kill my association. Okay. Point taken.
Udrith, Udrith goes over and smacks it and points at your and pokes at your chest. Turn the thing off.
I'm gonna sigh. I'm gonna say, all right. I'm gonna go downstairs.
Okay.
I'm sure you're not gonna need any little extra help getting in. I'm sure you're gonna need some people like the big burly hands to help move that bread out of the way.
Nah, just give it to
No,
the toaster.
we don't need someone big. We need someone small.
Come on, I don't want to be here.
So
I go downstairs.
as you get towards the stairway, you start seeing like the stairway is just filling up with bread, and it's starting to spread to this next floor.
I take a deep breath, and I say, Wefe, it is time.
And Wi-Fi just comes running, and he's like, "Toast."
Oh,
By the way, Noble, do you know how to loop videos on YouTube?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
People are just messaging me on my phone. Leave me alone. No. Okay, so Elwefe just pulls out his flaming claws and he starts just slashing away at any of the bread and is just going downstairs.
Stay behind me. It'll grow back if we wait too long. And then I fall behind Wefe.
All right, so you get like through like some of the weaker stuff and you guys.
I guess like I have my axe out and I start like I could like take out some of the bread that starts collapsing on us. I'm like, rocket axe, go!
So you're like throwing your rocket axe. You gotta roll a Constitution save to throw that thing, by the way.
I was gonna throw it. I was gonna like have it like out and I'm like swinging it at the bread as it's coming at us.
It's essentially.
Kill someone.
It's like freaking bread missiles coming at us.
Oh shit!
So Blue, what are you doing?
Well, I'm just seeing all this happening, and it's like, well then, this is gonna get bad. I would suggest we evacuate this building immediately.
As you guys like get to the bottom of the stairs, you just see like the whole tavern is just like there's just bread everywhere. It's like an ocean of bread everywhere.
My statement still stands.
I'll turn to them and I'll just say, search for survivors. I'll do this with Wefe.
Okay, I'll
I
search for
caused this
survivors.
monster. I must destroy it.
All right, I start going out like toward the main area and I start like looking for survivors.
You see like several yellow helmets that are like above the bread, and they're just not nonchalant, and they're just at all. They're not even bothered by this, and they're just like walking through the bread like it's
Hey, take one of those helmets. I want it as a souvenir.
It's like, hey, that's my helmet.
He didn't grab it yet.
No, the helmet is still attached to the guy. That's how high it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were dead. Suffocated by toast. Eventually.
No. This is actually quite good entertainment.
Like, hello, is anyone still alive down in here?
You just hear a lot of muffled screams under the bread.
I start getting there like, I'm coming! I'm coming to get you! I'm just like digging through the loaves. Cutting down. It's like, I'm coming! I'm like, oh crap!
I'm probably
This is
gonna
a
search.
futile effort. Oh god.
I'm probably gonna search for the free cloaks. The other two. No, we're still.
So,
If they're still here.
so if you don't know where you're going, nobody knows where they're going. So roll insight checks. By the way.
Don't you die on me! Don't you
Sorry, I
die
had
on
to
me!
go,
You died
I had
on
to
me!
get...
Don't you die on me!
What did I miss?
Hell on earth.
To rescue people buried in bread.
It's become quite a harrowing moment.
Alright, so yeah, no, I was just taking care of dinner stuff. Anyways, what am I doing? Like, is it getting to a point where I can feasibly think 10 minutes is enough for me to go ultimate?
Yes, but Kyle's character is trying to, like, go back to his machine and shut it off while El Pepe is just, like, gone full
I rolled
toaster
a-
mode and is just slicing through all the bread.
I rolled a 15.
You rolled a 15? Nice. So you find the table that they were sleeping on, but you still can't see them quite yet because you have to feel around the table. Cyrus, you're just going in random directions. If I were to describe this, jeez. You guys ever been in like a ball pit?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Imagine like a ball pit that goes like and that's like 7 feet deep.
And it's all squishy,
It's all
and
Warm and
crumbly,
squishy.
and all crumbly, and delicious.
Also,
I'm just digging through it, and like I feel a hand! Grab my hand!
you realize
Also,
it's one of
Noble,
the. Go
in
ahead.
30 minutes, I'm gonna give you an hour warning because we need to fix some things in your channel. Okay?
Yeah, we'll do that here soon. We're going to be doing
Okay.
marriage counseling next, and then we're going to end. And then we're going to end.
I think we're gonna need some freaking marriage counseling in this toaster apocalypse.
I'm pulling out somebody. Like, you're gonna be fine. Ugh.
You just realize that you just grabbed onto one of the steel knights, and he's like, "Oh, hi, buddy. I saved you."
Why did it have to be?
Of course, the first one I saved
It
is
had to
you.
be toast.
Go. Get out of here. You think you can at least help me? Isn't your job to help people?
No, this is funny.
Fuck you.
It's not a threat to anyone who's not a wimp.
Get out of here. Just go. Get out of here. Come on.
Let me show you how a true hero actually saves people from toasts. You stay there.
Army, I have morals. I get the feeling this is probably commentary. Okay.
Yeah, more or less.
Oh god.
All right, so Jade, it's
I'm-
been like
I'm
10 minutes.
Backing into the.
Yeah.
I'm backing into the place there next to the lich.
Hi, Lich.
By the way, as you get like right into the room again, Jade, you're forced to leave this room and get into the room where Flint and Lich are, because the
Yeah.
bread is like so damn full that it's almost impossible to get it and be in there now.
Yeah, so I wish I had a voice mod working for Discord, but it's having some issues. I would have gone full elemental mode, but whatever. I'm going into the center where those like rocks are, to the top left.
Okay, right here.
There, yeah.
I didn't move these guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
They
No,
were
not
here.
those rocks, but the yeah. The little pebbles, not the giant boulders.
Okay, little
See,
mess right there.
Like right there. Alright, I look around and I go, actually yeah, I'm gonna go in the center of those big boulders there. Now that I
Okay.
think about it. Alright, Lich, if you can help me speed up this process, then by all means.
All right, hang. Let's see. Everybody, sneeze, slap, or pinch yourselves.
We get to choose.
Yes.
Can I choose multiple?
Actually, no. Everybody roll a d. Yeah, choose which one you do, and you can choose one or more. All right.
Okay, roll.
I sneeze.
So what are we rolling?
No, you don't
I
have to. No, you
slap.
you can choose whichever. You don't have to roll.
I slapped myself.
I guess I'm gonna pinch myself.
I'll probably just sneeze.
I'm
Spank
going
my
to
ass.
pinch, I'm going to pinch myself,
I'm
as I
gonna
feel
face
it's unsanitary to sneeze in some
Slap my
sort of way.
ass.
I'm just face palming.
That counts as a slap too. All right, so Jade,
What
he
about
helps.
spank?
Jade, he helps you, and with his powers, and you get like an extra boost to what you're doing.
Alright. So How long is it gonna take with this power?
With this,
Because on my sheet
less
it
than
says
a
10
minute.
minutes.
Less than a minute.
Less than a minute? Alright, Lich. Let's do this.
And he's like, yes! Hachu!
Hachu and G.
Quite the magical
Fuck.
word.
Alright, that's the power. It's initiating.
I
Alright,
think I'm allergic to the power.
I forgot to add in your ultimate form, Jade. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Do you still have the music for my ultimate form?
I
It's
do
been a
not.
while.
What's your music, by the way?
It was a song. I have to find it a while ago.
All right, we'll come back to you, Jade, while you find it. So
yeah. Okay.
All right, so Kyle, you're getting closer and closer to the machine, and you just fly.
I'm going to cast heroism on myself.
All right,
I am imbued with bravery. I'm immune to being frightened and gain temporary hit points at the start of each of my turns. And I will soldier on. I'm going for the barrel of flour.
All right, so you realize the barrel's like half full right now.
All right. I also have a secondary plan. Is there a fire suppression system in here?
No.
All right. Gonna have to go with a different plan. But I'll use that same plan still. So I'm going to have Huefe cut me a path to the flour barrel.
All right.
And then when I get there, I'm going to pull it out of the way of the scooper so it can't supply any more flour.
All right, so you managed to get it just out of the way. You're still, but this, just so you know, this is where you're really packed. So roll a strength check.
Roll a strength check. 17.
17. So you managed to get the barrel right out of the way, and you managed to stop the bread from forcing it right back in there. So as the machine spits out the last of its flour, it's the BreadApocalypse. I can't get over this. The machine just suddenly stops. For fresh, everybody!
Is it over?
You know,
All right, now for plan B. I need to start compacting some of this bread. I'm going to go to the sink.
Roll an investigation check to see where you're going because you don't know where you're going.
Investigation. I actually have a plus in that. 16.
When you have a plus in a skill.
I right? 16, Noble.
All right, 16. Now, you find your way to like where the sinks are, but it takes you a little while to get there. You find one of the dwarven ladies who's just crushed under bread, but she's still very much alive. It's more or less like everybody's just like pinned down by the sheer weight of the bread.
It's all right. I will save us. I'm going to hook up a hose. No, I'm going to go under the sink, and I'm going to tinker with it just a bit so that it comes out at a slightly higher pressure.
By the way, after all this time, Elwepe is just going, toast, toast, and she's like full-on maniacal toast, and it's more like, toast, toast.
That's fine, let him have
Destroy
fun.
all humans. I mean, toast.
That's gonna have
No,
to
it's
wait,
feed all
okay.
humans, and that's even scarier.
Destroy all bread.
Diabetes for all mankind. Anyway.
Diabetes.
Okay, I like that one better.
Alrighty.
I'm going to alter the sink just a little bit so it comes out at a slightly higher pressure.
Let me just play crafting music. Here you go.
Make sure it actually is slight.
It is slight. Is there a squirt gun?
There are no,
Like
you could make one.
That is what I will do. I will create a small squirt gun, and I'm going to start dousing the bread so that it gets nice and soggy and like wilts.
All right, roll
Yeah,
a
sure.
strength
It's
check.
not like we have like a month.
It's fine. It's only the immediate area.
All right, roll a strength check, Kyle.
Oh God.
Just to hold the hose.
14.
14. So essentially the hose just wiggles around in your hand for a little while before you manage to get like a good grip on it, and you just manage to aim it around. And the hose is not dripping. It's full on spraying like a fire hose.
That was the plan.
Just like me on December 1st.
So all the bread is like slowly just sinking down and soaking up all the water
Yes.
around your immediate vicinity.
After I'm going to say 2 minutes, I'm going to turn off the sink so that it's just the bread in the room that is affected.
So as all that is happening, I think you may have made the situation somewhat worse because all the people that are under the bread are now being crushed by the sheer weight of the water.
Swim, I think. Can dwarfs swim?
Not in bread.
Well, that's their fault. It's okay, I have heroism.
All right, so you just, I'm guessing you just dive out and just try and dig people through the soggy bread.
I will.
Okay.
Because I am a man.
With the plan.
While that's happening, Valar, you find your two free cloaks and they're still very much asleep in all of this.
Wait, I can wake them up.
You realized how drunk they got, by the way, and they're just passed out drunk.
I probably want to slap them to try to wake them up.
Okay, go.
That would probably be a bad idea.
All right, you slap one of them, and one of them is like, what is this going on? What?
Someone free.
Why does it smell like toast?
Cloak. If you look around you, you can see why.
I can't see anything.
Exactly. Take my hand.
Okay. So you just the girl grabs
out.
the female one grabs your hand, and the male one's still asleep. By the way, while this is all happening, Cyrus, you're just sort of running around in like a giant ball pit of bread, and you don't know where you're going.
Wait, didn't I save anybody? I thought I saved.
You found like a few steel knights, and you even found the two elves. However, they're tall enough to like see above the bread.
Fine.
You're welcome. All in a day's work, man.
And then you realized how empty the tavern
Panting and
is.
sweating.
What? Go ahead.
I'm just panting and sweating. I'm like, all a day's work.
All right, so now we're gonna go switch back to Jade, and Jade, what are you doing while you're charging up your attack here? Get ready for this. All
It's
right.
an ultimate form from the sheet that you gave me.
Yep. All right, so you're now able to activate your ultimate form as power like surges through you. Your very body turns into a flaming avatar of what it used to be.
Especially going
Yeah.
like Dragon Ball Z, going like, ah!
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Do the fusion dance with the lich.
Yes. I wasn't gonna say
I would
it,
love to see
but
that.
yes.
Oh God! Why isn't anybody in the chat just shouting for help in the BreadApocalypse?
Because I think the stream is having trouble since you're streaming to 2 different places.
Yeah?
That's why we need to reduce the
Yeah, we gotta reduce that.
quality.
Yeah, just a little bit. All right,
I
so
have to keep restarting the stream to even see what's going on.
yeah. All right, Jade, you're ready to go. You ready to do this?
Yes.
What are you doing
Alright.
now?
So, I'm in my large fire elemental form. It's like a larger version of me, but with like multiple tails.
Yeah.
Right? I walk towards the toast, and I use. Well, first I tell my brother, you may want to stand back.
He's already hiding right behind a walkie. He's like, don't worry, I already am.
Right. Well, make sure you're covered. And I, let's see. I'm going to use, firewall. But in a way that I'm spraying the wall, so it's like hitting an area, right?
All right, so essentially, you unleash a giant firewall on all the bread, right?
Yes. So it's like I have 2 flamethrowers for both hands.
All right, so you just unleash like a giant firewall that that turns most of the bread into cinders. Literally, it clears out the way entirely. It's just like ash on the floor.
Yeah, I'm just cutting right through it. Summon elemental spirit. At higher levels, we cast a spell. If acquired creatures.
Roll-
Oh wait, no.
Roll a
Wall of fire. Yeah.
Well, what do we need to roll for her to control her magic?
What do you mean?
Do we need to roll intelligence, wisdom, or dexterity, or what?
So normally it's either a DC save or a spell attack. Spell attack goes off of the modifier, and a save would be the bread would have to make some sort of DC save.
Yeah, the bread's not making a DC save, but She needs to make a DC save so she doesn't just burn anything else.
Then I
Yeah.
would say either off of her spellcasting modifier, which I think is
Arcana?
I think it's Constitution for sorcerers, or you could do Arcana. Yeah.
Alright, so Constitution or Arcana, Jade? Which do you want?
Let's see here. Probably not Constitution.
I thought sorcerers are charisma.
It might be Charisma. I'll look it up.
Yeah, Charisma is highest. Intelligence is actually higher.
Let's call it Arcana then, for now, until we...
Arcana, which is a check, which is +3. What am I rolling here? 20?
Yeah, roll 20.
12, 13, 14, 15.
It is Charisma.
Okay. Then 12.
And 12 on Charisma. Alright, so... Essentially, you have trouble holding your flames from burning the giant
Wait, don't I
barrels.
have bonuses? Hold on. Memory call, elemental combat, 2d6 combat attack, short rest, polymorph to Firefox. We didn't actually like specify anything else than just Firefox elemental form.
Well, you're doing a fireball, and it's more like a continuous flamethrower coming out of your hands, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so essentially you're just like flamethrowing around, and that's where you have control over. But you're not but since you rolled a 12, you're having success at burning the bread, but you're also burning some of the alcohol in the barrels, and some of the arrow barrels do explode because they heat up really fast,
Oh damn.
and it just sprays alcohol all over the place, including some on you.
Wouldn't that make the fire hotter? Hold on.
Yes, yes.
Alcohol. Oh, yeah. Okay. There's alcohol.
Depends on how much alcohol by volume are in the barrel.
Fire.
These are
Figure
dwarves.
it's got off a dominoes effect.
More alcohol content or proof of some of the people may refer to a drink has the bigger the flame. Generally, any liquor with over 40% alcohol volume should flame up. That is not quarantined. Quarantined to give a very big flame. So yeah,
Yeah.
depends on the alcohol.
Well, there's some that have beer, some have mead, some have other stuff, and but these are dwarves, so higher alcohol content.
Oh god,
Yeah,
did you
so
get the
they're gonna be
blackout stout?
very flammable. What was that question?
Did you hit the blackout stout?
The blackout. Oh, I don't know. Did I?
You hit something that's like along the lines of mead and wine, so.
In any case, I'm gonna keep flaming through.
Alright, so as some of the barrels explode and just make the flames hotter, you're just flaming, and you finally get to the stairs. You set some of the bags of flour on fire, which doesn't really do anything.
I do have to go over one thing with you. If I am a Foxfire Elemental, would it be that I'm completely immune to fire and resistant to explosions?
You're completely immune to fire. Explosions, that's more like blunt force.
Immune? I don't know how elementals work, so...
Well, you're completely immune to fire because
Fire.
you are fire, but
Completely.
explosions is like fire and trauma and concussive force. So I think you're not immune to the concussive force or brute force, but you are immune to the fire that it gives off. So
You
Yeah,
can actually put out fires with explosives.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
and
can-
so I'm just asking because I don't, like, elementals are one of my least known things about this universe.
so I'd assume it's more like you're resistant to explosions in your fire form because you take half. You're only taking like
Oh, resistance?
Yeah.
Resistance to explosion.
So you take like half damage. However, you're not close enough to the barrels to explode yet. While all this is happening, Kyle, you hear like flames and stuff going on, and you see some fiery elementals just come up the stairs and just setting all the machine set on fire. You don't recognize it as Jay just yet because the bread is in the way.
Have
I am a
saved
giant-
good num-
I'm a
have I
giant
saved,
fire
as far
fox,
as I know,
though.
everyone from the kitchen?
What?
Have I saved everyone from the kitchen as far as I can tell?
I don't know. Roll. 20.
Just a 20?
Yeah.
15.
15. So you've saved like you've saved almost everybody except for like 3 other people.
Well, they will die. If they will die of suffocation, I'll deal with them dying by fire later.
Oh, the ones that are those ones are farther away from you. Those are the ones that are like closer to Jade.
Oh, well, 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll go back to the sink and start spraying the fire.
By the way, Jade, you don't know it's Kyle, like, unleashing a fire hose on you.
Wait, he's unleashing a fire hose?
he's
I may have tinkered with the sink a little bit.
Oh, that kind of fire. I'm like, wait a second. My brain just thought a hose of fire. I'm like, wait, what?
What the?
Fight fire with fire.
Exactly.
Fight fire with a with water. There we go. So essentially, Jade, you're getting sprayed with water all of a sudden.
Okay, I am going to... Fuck, okay, hold on. I'm
Going to
need
the
to look...
reaction.
I'm going to... Yeah. Let's see here. Since, like, I can see him, like...
Not
how much
yet,
bread
not
is
yet.
Between him and I.
Not yet. There's still a lot of bread, not yet, because there is like a small wall of bread between you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna, do I realize he's shooting water?
No,
towards me?
you don't realize it's him, but you know somebody's shooting water at you.
Okay, well, I'm going to, take cover behind a pile of bread, while making a...
Are you sure we'll be able to
Yeah.
find one?
Is there a pile? I don't know.
There's like several piles of bread all over the place, so pick one.
Okay, yeah.
Some of them are soaked into water, so yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hide behind one and then cast fire onto, like, at an angle, I guess, that is keeping me in cover, but also burning whatever's left so I can take care of whoever's on the other side.
Alright, so you just, like, burn, like, bread, and you get a shot at the machine, too. Kyle, roll a constitution check for your machine.
The machine. What constitution does the machine
Just,
have?
just roll a 20, I guess. Because it's made of wood and metal, so...
It got a 3. That bitch explodes.
Okay, Jade, so you just, like, unleash fire waves and it just blows the whole machine up and that knocks Kyle on his ass while he's still holding the hose on you.
Alright, so I'm just going
for the fire.
attacking me. I need to know that.
Yeah, he's shooting the hose at you because he thinks you're a wildfire. He doesn't know you're actually...
Yeah, I think somehow I've caused a fire in this kitchen, so I'm just water.
Okay,
and also
let's
soggy
see
bread
here.
is less dangerous, I think.
Wall of fire, storm spear. How do I stop him without killing him?
Well, you knocked him on his ass.
Go nuts.
Mending, mirror image, mage hand. Okay, so the only thing I can really think of is wall of fire or to just disengage in some way.
Well,
Alright,
have you tried shouting out at him?
I don't know. Do I speak common while as a fire elemental? Because I know
Yeah.
elemental is a language.
Yeah, you can. It's just that your voice is distorted, though.
It's like, turn off the water! Turn off the water!
Oh god, the bread has attained sentience! I have a headache.
No, you dumb shit! It's me! Jade, stop!
Oh god, the bread ate Jade! I'm gonna try
please
and put
stop
up...
shooting water at the bread. Thank you. It's not fun.
Alright, I'm going to start extinguishing the machine now, since that's also a wildfire now.
Alright, so after all this giant mess here, you guys managed to get rid of like a large portion of the bread. Some of it's like there's like a mixture of ash and waterlogged bread like all over the place.
I also let him know that, hey, I'm a fire elemental, so if you see a giant fox made of fire, well, I don't know why you wouldn't think it's anybody else, but hey, it's me.
Alright,
Yeah,
Jade, how long did we say
If it's fox-shaped, I assume it's you.
By the way, Jade, how long did
Yeah.
we say you would stay that way?
Give me a second.
Correct.
15 minutes.
Oh boy, so it's only been like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Everything you touch will burn, by the way, unless you're careful.
Well, I'm floating at the moment, so I will spend that point on fly, which is 10 minutes.
Okay.
Just in case. I'm just gonna be like in an imaginary hammock, right?
Yeah, and I just imagined you just sort of walking your way up the stairs, and then you just cast fly on yourself now, I guess.
Yeah, so flying for 10 minutes of flight, deck saving advantage roll. Yeah, so that is a 3rd level. I don't think I spent a level on becoming an ultimate, because that's kind of like, I don't know, my ultimate.
Yeah. Anyway, by the way, Valar, you find the other guy and you just sort of drag him, with you and try to get up the stairs, right?
Yeah, basically.
All
Come
right.
on, free cloaks. We don't have all day. We gotta get to safety.
As you're doing that, you just see like a massive flame just come right out of the kitchen, and then you hear an explosion.
Oh, it seems like things are getting worse. We better get going fast.
And
I
Cyrus,
don't know what that madman's doing, but this whole building's gonna go down soon.
Cyrus, you managed to get right on top of a table, and you're able to like see like above the like the ocean of bread that's all over the place. And then you just see like flames just come out of the kitchen, and then an explosion.
What? Oh, I have just done. Like, I have seen enough to be like, this is just normal now.
This is that one saying in the middle of 2020, just like, yeah,
Everything is fine.
yeah, this should happen now, yeah. That makes sense.
Oh, Cthulhu's rising from the ocean. That's about right.
Yeah, that seems about right.
It's a little late, actually.
I was like, yeah, that's the lead-up for you.
And then you just
This might as well happen.
and then you guys just hear Jade just shouting up, "It's me! It's me!" And then
Screaming that the bread ate Jade.
And I feel like, I'm just gonna go grab a beer.
All right, so you just and so I'm guessing you just roll an investigation check to see if there's like any tankards of alcohol on the tables.
Oh, thank you, dice gods. I put it in the player roll.
Jade, you know what? Just draw the entire tavern entirely full of bread, and all of you guys just in like your different respective forms, I guess.
Wait, what?
Somebody please draw this whole event.
Oh,
just happening.
draw. Okay. I'm like, aren't you the one telling us what's going on?
Make some art of this because I want to see art of this.
And draw me in my lichen form, I guess. Like just drinking a lager.
While you're
You could just have a beer to the right side of your you know, just in your right hand, and in your left hand you're just like rubbing your temples. Like, god damn it.
and you're just like sort of and you're mostly submerged in the bread. And
Yeah.
Valar, you're sort of like dragging the 2 free cloaks up the stairs, like out of the bread. You're like, "Oh no, I'm gonna save you guys."
Yeah, baby.
And Kyle, you're like off in the background with like a giant hose, just and while trying to turn off your machine that's pumping up bread. And Jade, you're just like on fire, burning bread to ash.
And then there's Magnir upstairs, just sitting there, like, just face palming.
And along with Udrith and Redrith, they're all face palming.
And of course, Wet with tiny little blood red eyes.
Just
By the way,
slashing up bread.
Yeah. Rolled 19, by the way. I think I might have found something.
You rolled 19. You found a mug.
Good roll.
You found a mug full of ale.
Thank you.
All right. So as all of this stopped, you guys realize the bread is no longer moving and it's no longer growing. However, it is slowly making its way out to the. It's slowly sliding out to the streets, and all the homeless people are like, "Oh look, free food, yeah!"
I just realized this is Wefe's Moses moment. He parted the Red Sea.
And well, and by the way, Kyle, you look over at Wefe, and he's like passed out. He's for a robot. He's like passed out. He's like low battery.
He's laying there with a cigarette and a blanket over him.
How could this happen to me?
I come up to Silentium and I say, hey, I got infinite fire for about 10 minutes. We need something burned?
Well, I don't know, because I feel like it'd be a waste to just burn all the bread, especially since we can store it for when that happens again. I gesture at Wefe. I guess just burn up all the wet stuff.
Alright. So I just go about doing that, and heating things up so that it's not wet anymore.
The bread turns to ash, but also but first it's more or less like steams for a while, then it turns to ash. It takes like a little bit more effort to put these to burn these ones.
Then I look to Jade with my beard and I'm like, damn, Jade, you're smoking. And I'm just like, ugh.
You're not in the same room, but sure. Alright, so, like, all the Steel Knights just get up and it's like, well, this was fun to watch, and they just, and you just see what looks like, yellow helmets just, like, going up, you two, Valor and Cyrus, and it looks like sharks that are just all making their way to the front door.
I'm just like their helmets just kind of like just moving through the bread. Like, yeah,
And it looks like shark fins just going through the bread.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're carrying like a lot of bread out with them, and they're like, well, all right, this was fun. We're out of here.
It's like just sneaking out, like, yeah, I'm out of here. This bread's our payment. It's like, this ain't worth our shit.
This is not worth it.
This is not worth it.
Don't get too old for this shit.
So most of the people are up on. You look over and you see most of the people are up on the stage.
Play Freebird.
I'm a joke!
So, as my fire elemental form runs out, I'm gonna go out the front door of the kitchen. And
your fire form
see what's
doesn't
going
run out
on.
just yet. And by the way, you pass
Yeah.
out when it runs out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna find somebody who can, carry me.
Well,
That isn't
reliable.
the one who caused the
As-
the toast apocalypse.
it hasn't
Yeah.
it hasn't been 10 minutes yet, but you guys managed to get like right out of the kitchen, and you guys and Kyle, you make your way through the carnage of what Kyle Wefe made it turn into toast.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put him into toaster form, shove him in my pocket, give Lightning Larry a couple loaves. And,
He's like,
be really
food!
proud of John Wick.
Don't loaf around.
So after all the chaos, Valor, I'm guessing you drag your two free cloaks up to Bredrith's room.
Why?
I don't think that would be a good idea, no thanks.
Where would you take him to?
Probably to our normal room.
All right, so you take him in
Why
there.
don't you take them to marriage counseling with you? Like, why are...
Alright, guys, you should be
Am I
fine.
following
Wow.
Valor?
Not yet. You're with Silentium. Valor went up long before you.
I was trying to follow. I'm just going upstairs before I pass out, just in case.
All right, so you're just sort of floating up upstairs, and you're trying to avoid everything. Roll a dexterity check.
Wait a second. I do get dexterity saving advantage rolls. Is this saving or check? Just a regular one.
Advantage.
Hey, where are you taking me? Where are you
Advantage,
taking my
okay.
locker?
Aren't you gonna go upstairs or Cyrus?
Let me finish my damn beer first.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. So essentially, you fly right through here without touching anything, but you sort of stop right at the door because you can't open the door, and also
Yeah.
doors. Jade.
It's like, right, fine, I'll go with you, but I'm bringing my damn beer with me. I earned this.
You found another mug, and also you found a whole chicken. As you're going through. What?
Jackpot!
Wait, a sandwich.
So you like carry
Just a
like
whole roast chicken and just a sandwich.
So I'm guessing Cyrus, you take up the whole chicken along with like a few lumps of bread with you. You're like your favorite ones that you find.
Yeah. Like, are they gonna miss it?
All right, so
Oh no, they're in the fire. There's nothing I could do.
all right, so Silentium, you get up here and you get right into the room, and Jay, do you ask him to open the door for you? By the way.
I asked him to open the door and say, "Can you please open the door, or carry me after I pass out?"
I can certainly do one of those things, and I'll open the door and see if she passes out before going to where she wants to go.
Oh, she has like about 5 minutes left on her timer, so
Yeah.
you're gonna be floating
Oh,
around
yeah,
for a
then-
little while.
They
Don't mind me,
like,
just
ignore
just,
the giant fire.
floating around.
All right, so
I
Cyrus,
was like,
you.
okay, what's going on in here? It's like, oh, right.
All right, so and Valor, you're like the last one to get in there after taking your friends because, yeah.
BRB
Yeah,
real quick.
basically.
Don't mind me. This is just bribery.
All right, let's take a little bathroom break real quick. I'm gonna put on the BRB and calculating thing. So let's just take a quick little pee break. I'll be right back, guys.
All
By the way, hour warning.
Uh-oh.
He's gone.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to eat as well. So. Yeah, I'm gonna eat my dinner as quick as I can, so I'm gonna be muted as well.
Right back.
Okie doke.
Okie dokies.
Some water.
I am back.
I'll go back.
This is
I am
going
back
about as
too.
well as I thought. Oh god.
Oh,
This is going
Jay,
about as well as. Go ahead.
sorry, Jay said hour warning, by the way.
Yeah, we're gonna be wrapping this up in like about 30 minutes or so.
Lies and slant. Oh, of course.
I mean, to be fair, did anyone expect it to go like this? This is how marriage counseling starts.
I didn't
I
expect
go through the fire of flames.
Kyle. I didn't expect BreadApocalypse, but that's what it turned into.
No one can ever account for all of my shenanigans. You
No.
do good most of the time, but then sometimes I really throw a curveball.
Yeah, nice curveball, by the way, Kyle.
Like, what do you mean turn off the machine? And what do you mean power source?
And that's when I'm like, okay, we got to turn this into a thing. All right, so while and Jade's just sort of floating there, just high enough to not burn anything. So yeah, Valar, you get right into the room last, and yeah, everybody's in here. So Cyrus, what are you doing with your chicken and bread and beers and 2 mugs of ale?
I'm just sitting here like, if I'm gonna sit through marriage counseling, I'm gonna be drunk and happy.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn these off. There we go. Yeah. How, Coco, you missed a lot. You missed BreadApocalypse.
Yep.
Kyle, you want to explain to him what happened real quick?
It was beautiful. They told me to make bread, so I tried to make bread. I failed. So I made a machine to make bread. And long story short, I almost killed everyone in the place.
Because the machine made bread too well.
Yeah, it made bread. At first I tried to fruit ninja it and just slashed it as it came out, but it was too fast for my concussed brain, and it started growing like Peter Quill's dad at the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and so we had to go on a magical adventure to save all the patrons and turn off the bread. The bread just became a mid-level boss. Is basically what happened.
And then Jade
I feel.
and Jade blew up the machine.
Yes, I feel the best way to describe everything that's happened is we actually had to discuss the Constitution saving throw for bread.
A very boring
No,
arc in the
that's-
story. On what?
Yeah, that was something. There's your D&D line out of context. Roll Constitution for the bread.
Yeah.
That's how this ended.
No, that's how this began. Concentration is all over the place. Just rewind the stream and you'll know what happened. But anyway, Bredrith and Udrith are sitting in their seats and they're just rubbing their eyes. Did you shut off the machine?
We did. We destroyed it.
Great.
All in a day's work, my friends.
Right. I'm not going to assess the damages, and I'm going to resist making your whatever it is on the back in the swollen thing on the back of your head much worse.
I'd appreciate that. I have a headache.
Yes. However, what are you going to do to make it up to us?
We have an ounce load of bread you can sell.
Well, there is that. She looks right out the window and just sees the bread just all over the place, and the Steel Knights are like, yeah, we're out of here.
I also drove the Steel Knights out of your establishment, which I'm given to understand is a real bonus for pretty much anyone.
Yeah, but they'll be back later.
Yeah, I'm working on that too.
She-
Go with you two. You seem to both have rather large weapons.
Yes. I do have a rather large hammer, and my husband has probably like the biggest axe anyone can ever have, made by dwarves.
Correct.
Now, what are you gonna? I need something that'll make it up to me because this mess will not go away, and I can only imagine how bad it is down there. Since I heard fire and explosions, and she looks over at Jade and she's like, "I know you had something to do with it," and Jade just sort of nods.
That was an unfortunate series of misunderstandings that has been taken care of. I put out all the fires.
Well, good. Now I don't have to worry about getting a new establishment.
Yeah.
We'll see how the damage is, but still, I would like 1,000 gold from you.
Checking my sheet. What was it? 2,000 or 1,000?
1,000.
How about 2 gems that are worth 500 each?
She pulls open her drawer and is like, hand them over.
Give them to her.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to find somebody to fence these, but still, I'll accept him for now. Welcome back, Jade.
Yes.
By the way, and Kyle just paid for damages.
Well, I was scarfing down soup.
Yum. I'll probably have some soup later. Kyle just paid for his damages, 1,000 gold, so in gems.
Have I fallen onto that bed yet?
No, you're still on fire.
Great.
Yeah. Until you're off, until you not on fire, you'll fall asleep here shortly, and you'll have like a short rest.
Yes.
But all your spell slots are gonna be gone after this, so. Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's okay. I saved the day and just crashes the bed.
So Magnir, what do you say to Silentium and the others? Magnir? Soul, you there?
Good talk.
Soul, are you there?
So,
Saul?
Alright,
That
we'll,
would be a no-go.
we'll come back to him. Alright, Valor and Cyrus, what do you guys say to Silentium?
I have no idea. This is Magnier's rodeo.
I would say that. The same.
I wish I could say this was a new low. But in all honesty, I did really well. It's a new high.
What you see as a disaster, I see as success.
I see this as an
Well,
absolute
exactly.
win.
Now
I
in
don't
the
know why
future,
I'm here for marriage counseling.
I could weaponize marriage counseling.
You could weaponize marriage counseling.
Retro says marriage counseling? What is
That's been happened a long time ago.
So, so it's like Uthras is like, yeah, we need some marriage counseling. We haven't been having some fun lately. We've been having lots of issues lately.
Fun.
Redrith, you've been yelling at me a lot, have you? Well, yeah, because we're in this situation. You said we'd be getting riches and wealth here, and it's been shit. Yeah, but still, what choice did we have? The kingdom was destroyed. Yeah, by the very same people we're working for. Well, yeah, that's true, but still. I stand by my
The
decision.
kingdom was destroyed?
What?
Did they just say the kingdom was destroyed?
Their dwarven kingdom was essentially raided and sacked and just destroyed by the very same guys that they're working for now.
Are you people royalty?
They look at you and they just said yes.
Well, damn, I'm underdressed.
Alright, don't worry about it.
Not worrying.
And by royalty, we're like distant cousins. We're not related to the boy king. And
Still.
Boy.
They suspiciously look at Magnir for a moment, and then they look back at you, Jade. Say,
Oh, he's a
when
beardling
you gonna
like
be?
him.
What?
He's a beardling like him.
You're not a beardling. You're full-grown dwarf, but Magnir's beardling.
Yeah, they said the boy king, and then they looked at him, so I say, oh, so the boy king's a beardling like him.
Yes.
Alright.
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 So why are you all here helping us with marriage counseling? What should we do?
Wait,
Do you want my advice? I have advice.
What is your advice?
Fuck.
You,
Like, I'm
Bash.
barely conscious at this point, and I'm just like, God, no, I need to use my old... I'm gonna pass it out.
Yeah, you're almost out of time. You're actually like at 30 seconds.
Am I able to just, like, cut out the fire elemental, like, thing
You
early on?
Unfortunately, you can't.
Okay.
It's on a timer, and it'll keep going regardless of whether you want it to keep going or not.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to know.
Noble says you're not getting out of this.
No, I know, I'm just like, I'm aiming myself on top of the bed, just, so.
All right,
I
so
fall, I fall.
right there you go. And as the 30 seconds goes up, you essentially go. All
Yep.
fire form just goes off, and you just pass out on the bed, on your back. You're still conscious, by the way, but you're able to converse, just not move around.
Yeah, I'm still there, just barely.
Oi, lady! Be careful! Don't cinch my bed. He's talking to
I'm
you.
not in this.
He's talking
Wait,
to
me?
you. Yeah.
Who? You gotta say who's you.
Yeah. He said, "Oi, lady, stop! Don't cinch my bed." Udrith said that.
Okay. It's like, I'm out of fire, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't.
And he's like, fine. Good. Didn't stay there long. So, Magnir is still not here, and he's sort of like, sitting in the corner because he's afraid of Redrith somewhat. And he's also afraid of Udrith somewhat, so marriage counseling has begun, but it's the 4 of you for right now, so gotta wait for Soul to get back. Where the hell is he?
Alright, step 1 of a happy marriage. You both have rather large weapons. Have you considered gladiatorial combat?
They just look at you and they just said, "That's how we got married, you dingus!"
Well, see, now I'm learning about you. I mean, wouldn't that just re-spark the fire, you know, bring back the love that started it all?
It'd probably not be a good idea to fight each other while we're the heads of the company here anyway.
Suppose that's fair. What about a second honeymoon? What'd you do for your first honeymoon?
our first honeymoon was spent fighting off the damn Caliph Empire. And we lost.
Is that the Steel Knights?
Yes.
Awesome! Second honeymoon. Join the cause.
What cause?
Oh, I'm planning to overthrow them. And probably kill all the Steel Knights in the area.
She just blinks her eyes and she's like, what?
I have a headache.
Well, and she just looks around her room and he's like, you best not be talking about that right now. Unless you got something that we don't know.
I know several things that several people don't know, but that's... And in fact, I don't think I've shared a lot of it with the team, but that'll come later. I know a dragon. Anyway...
Wait, what? Dragon?
That's a tale for another time. Step 3 in rekindling the spark. How often do you two...
That's already going down. Personal question.
Yeah.
We're trying to solve their marital problems, man.
So, Valor, I guess you sort of step in and and you're asking like, we shouldn't talk about that yet.
Excuse my friend, that brain damage on his head is still acting up, it looks like. I'm probably saying that as I look at him.
I have a headache.
Anyways, now, again, my friends, what is your problem?
She points right at the paperwork and she points at like, running this free company is just like so hard. And she just puts her hand on her head and she's like, ah.
Alright, so it seems like you work on this company alone. What does your husband do in the meantime?
I run the foundry, you know this.
I wasn't really paying attention, I'm sorry. The mad dwarf here with his brain injury kind of talked a little loud, hard to hear. So, you both have companies that you're trying to run, I see.
Yes.
Can you not share resources amongst each other? To try to benefit both?
Redrith says we share this part of town, and we share the money in between us. But it's
okay.
The strain is very, very bad. We hardly get any time to each other, and Redrith is like, we're almost like strangers again.
I would suggest maybe finding I couldn't say replacement, but maybe a temporary. Someone you can trust in running your companies. Of course, making sure they don't run it down, of course. Maybe a day off or two. You gotta make time for yourselves, otherwise you'll go insane like this dwarf friend here. Yes, I'm gonna use you as an example. Okay.
A headache.
Exactly. My point. Anyway, the human mind, or dwarf mind, or whatever, doesn't matter, it's sentient, needs time to relax. You need to find days off. Find somebody you can trust in running the business while you're gone. And go enjoy yourselves. Nothing to worry about.
The last time we took a day off, we lost a lot of money. And we had to let some dwarves go.
The question is it money you're more worried about, or is it your own love? Remember, money is always here.
The money is not just for us. It's all for everybody in the company because, we have nowhere else to go, and there's lots of us.
I see.
It's complicated.
Okay, who was running your establishment last time while you guys went on your quote-unquote day off?
I don't know. This place was abandoned, and we moved in, and like a few years ago.
Well,
That's a problem. You need a general manager.
Exactly. You need somebody to actually help run, because the stress on one person can be so much to the point of insanity. I would suggest you find somebody to help take the load off a little bit, or just enough to where you can get a day off or two.
Like our buddy Magnir here.
She points at him. I already tried that, and we've already had 2 incidents.
Third time's the charm.
Also, let's try to not put Magnir in a conversation until he gets back. Okay.
All right.
But I will try to do. And Magnir is like, Well, we could try. I tried, but it's really, really hard, and
Well, do you have anybody else that might be good for business or knows business very well that works here? Since I can see you're not in the market to go look for other people.
well, I could try and look for somebody here to help, but unfortunately, that's not our biggest problem. Is not management. Our biggest problem is the damn Caliph Empire taking more than their cut.
Interesting. So taxes are raised. Seems like they're almost trying to get rid of you. Has any of the
think?
Caliph Empire come over here wanting to buy this building?
Several. I mean, sometimes we've had some people. We've had some people try and burn down the building.
Interesting. I wonder if there is something special about this building specifically.
I don't know, but I don't think it's because the building is special. I just think it's because we live here.
Possibly, yes. If they
Maybe
know
a
who
dumb
you are.
question now. Maybe a dumb question now that the city's being closed down, but have you considered leaving?
City is closed down already, but yet we have considered leaving, but we don't know where we would go. There's like only one other place, and that's the that's the Altherian mines, but that's the death trap for us. From what I've heard, it's literally where they send people to die.
Why would you want to go there?
That's the only other choice. Unless our kingdom just suddenly came back, we can't do anything.
Where was your kingdom?
Far, to the northeast, up in the high mountains.
And what happened? Was there a cave in? Did the Caliph Empire destroy it, or did they just take it over?
They took it over, and they also raided and pillaged much of our resources. So there's barely anything left, and the people who live there live by scraps.
So it sounds to me like it's not what you need is marriage counseling, but a war council.
Redrith is like looking over at her husband. You idiot.
It's just a suggestion.
No, at her husband, not you. She's like, you idiot. We didn't need marriage counseling.
He's just so used to being called an idiot, you know.
Yeah.
That's true. I make brilliant inventions, but people always seem to think I'm stupid.
And she's like, well, then she like looked at you. I'm not you, you idiot.
Well, that's what I'm used to.
Exactly.
So,
It sounds to me the problem that you two specifically are having is that you're taking on the weight of your entire species, your entire kingdom onto yourselves.
what choice do we have?
Well, how many other dwarves are with you? Do they have the same drive to stay together, or are they just living day by day to survive however they can?
Most of us are living day by day. I mean, sometimes I do, but most of the time, most of us are like living day by day and getting paycheck by paycheck, getting drunk, getting full belly, and then go to sleep, and then that's it. But there are like a handful of us who wanted to stick it to the Empire, but still, I try to dissuade them from that.
Yeah, that's fair. There's not much that a single army can do against them.
Well, there are like, I forgot. There's like tens of thousands. There's like 10,000 of us, like all over the city, I guess.
What do you know about the Caliph Empire, specifically those in this city? How do they operate? Who leads them? What do you know about that person?
Well, if I were to tell you who's the leader of this city, that'd be Cain Duradil. If you remember seeing him in the execution area.
Really skinny guy. Looks like he does terrible things to... You know what? I'm gonna cut that thought because we're streaming. Yes, I know him.
Yeah, he's not that skinny, but still, he runs the city from the island that's just offshore. That's supposedly is part of the city, along with all the other military personnel. He has a pretty good iron grip on the city, and he runs a lot of things. In fact, I think he sends the Steel Knights to harass us every once in a while.
How often does he come into town?
Very rarely.
So he's normally on that island.
Normally, yes. The only places I've seen... He's never come to this part of town. He's only been in, like, in the military district and in that creepy portion of town. That's the only place... those are the only places I remember him ever being.
Is there anything about him specifically that's got people so terrified, or is it just that he leads the Steel Knights?
He's there's been rumors that he does some strange things to and makes like undead or something like that, but we're not entirely certain. And they're mostly unfounded. I mean, some people have even straight out called him a vampire, but we've seen him in daylight, so yeah.
Interesting. So, he's some sort of necromancer or mage or something.
We don't know, but we assume, but we kind of think, and so.
Does he only ever really show up for is he always at those executions?
Every execution, yes.
And how often do those happen?
Whenever the Steel Knights come back with their fleets from a big battle, there's like a mass execution, or whenever the Steel Knights find supposed quote unquote heresy.
All right then.
Cyrus, you're nomming on some chicken sandwich right now, and Valor, you're just sort of sitting and listening, right?
Yep.
You got any questions for her?
Not that I can think of.
Just listening. I have no idea what I can contribute.
How about that necklace that he has?
One necklace.
No, Valor, you remember the necklace that you saw on him?
Yeah, I remember the necklace.
You want to ask her about it?
Out of curiosity, and now that I don't know, but I swear you might have some people who get in here. But I was curious. I saw the necklace of his. Unique. Where do you think he got such a thing?
That thing gives me the willies. I don't know, but I'd rather not find out.
Did he send an expedition somewhere?
Well, he has left the city a few times, but,
but
he's had it for as long as I can remember.
Interesting.
How long has he been ruling over the city?
Some people say like 30 years, some people say like 50. And he still looks rather young for a human, which is weird.
So weird.
So, yeah, if you want to help us do a rebellion, I suggest we keep it on the down low for now until we have what we need to do such one.
I'm working on that, don't you worry.
Now, the best place I can only think of, I mean, the city itself can hold off, is built to hold off an entire horde, but just securing it is even harder.
Yes.
The only person that I can think of that could possibly keep the defenses up and running is Kane. And if we're to even have a chance at taking the city in full swing of rebellion, Kane has to die, or at least not be in the city.
I'm working on something for that. So this has been rather enlightening.
So, now that I've told you a lot, where the hell are you? Who the hell are you? And are you with the Eladrin Alliance?
I don't know what that is, so no, I'm not with
The
that.
elves. The elves.
The elves. I'm not specifically with the elves, but I do have a few agents in the city from them who are helping me out.
Ah, the two females who are poorly disguised as my people.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't take a lot to fool the Steel Knights. However, once they see you, they are ruthless.
Trust me, I'm familiar with that. So I'm gonna turn to Cyrus and Valar and Jade if she's awake.
She's
I
still
am
awake.
barely awake. I'm just,
Magna, are you here?
I think he's gone.
Soul,
If you're talking, Soul, your mic's not working. Soul, you might be AFK.
again, yeah, you might be AFK. As you were saying, Kyle?
So I'm just gonna turn to everyone and I'm just gonna say, what do you guys think?
You love chaos. I bet a rebellion would make you happy.
Oh, well, it would work for my plans a lot, but I'm asking if you guys think it's worth it.
Well, if it's to stop this tyrant, I say I'm all for it.
Alright. I'll turn back to Redrith and Udrith. I will take off the mask. And I'll say, as far as I know, I'm one of the most wanted men in the city. Actually, from what I've learned, I might be several of the most wanted men in the city.
I've seen your face all over the city, and I'd assume you were. Because I've already seen your human face the other night.
Yeah. Yeah, that was,
I knew you were not conscious.
No, I was totally unconscious. That's, I have a headache. I might have mentioned that.
We might need
but
a medic.
Long story short, I'm given to understand I have a history with the Empire, and,
I'd assume
let's just say, when I'm done with this place, either I'll be dead, or the Caliph Empire will be driven out of port wherever we are.
I highly doubt the Caliph Empire would probably let the city go. Even if we were to take the city, we would not have much chance of holding it for long. We'd probably have to escape in short order later.
Oh, that's for sure, but for me, this is more about sending a message. And for that, the Kane guy has to die.
Well, of course, he does have to die. Now, about your dragon friend. I've heard stories of a dragon who once lived here a long time ago. Had a human lover, and then they killed her.
Interesting.
Yes. But, is this... I don't know if this is the same dragon. What is his name?
I meant to ask that, and then I got hit by one of those damn ocean boulders.
That probably explains your headache, and that also probably explains how you got past the guards.
I have a headache.
Say headache one more time, and I will give you a bigger headache.
I'll try to keep that in mind, but I'm feeling a little forgetful at the moment.
So Cyrus, are you have anything to say? Jade, do you have anything to say?
I've been going in and out of consciousness this entire time, so yeah, I overdid myself, so kind of, yeah.
So you just sort of hold your finger up and it's like, I'm cool with it.
Sure, whatever the fuck the Silentium said, because
I'm a little drunk, so
100%.
whatever's good.
Oh good, Valar,
frankly-
you're the only one that can stop me.
Oh no.
Valar, what are you gonna do?
Wait, what's going on? Oh, it's
I have a terrible plan, and it seems I've gotten the okay from everyone else.
Well, I'm probably gonna say, well, this is definitely not gonna go well. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out.
What is your plan? She asks.
Alright, step one, we'll need to get onto our ship. I've got, I had our elf friend steal a few materials from, the Steel Knights. Mostly just ingots and things, so I can figure out how their armor works.
The door.
Once I know that,
Udrith goes over to you. It's like, yeah, first we need to fix that, but you're probably going to need to find him. But even if you were to fix up your ship, you can't leave because the fleet has the weapons trained on all the ships unless Kane says otherwise.
oh no, I don't plan to leave, I need resources from there. I have a chest of, I think they're called sunstones, you called them?
Where the hell did
I have
you
a
get
chest of sunstones
sunstones?
there. Oh man, is that a story.
Redrith just hints the bank job. You guys
good,
robbed that
Jordan,
place?
I'll be right back.
Alright.
Monkeys.
What'd you say?
Holy.
Udrith just said, you guys robbed that place?
We might have been involved in some way.
Udrith goes over and just bonks Magner in the head, and Magner's like, ow, I'm sorry. Should have gave us a cut.
Oh, we weren't doing it for the money. Oh, we kind of were, but we're funding the takeover, pretty much. But I got some sunstones from there. I'm planning to use those and what I learned from the metal and, truth be told, the armor of a dead steel knight. I'm hoping to make some sort of device that can weaken their armor. I'm not sure how well it'll work, but...
Oh, that reminds me. Sometime I would like to discuss something with you, Salatum, after this.
You can tell him right now, in fact.
I want to know if, with that armor you're using, would you be willing to work on a little project I have in mind?
I am always open to little projects.
Hmm.
Especially when they end badly.
Well, hoping this would end goodly. Maybe you'd be willing to reverse engineer that armor to make me a little armor set of my own.
I can give it a shot. I actually fashioned Valar's, I think it was the chest plate.
Yeah, chest
from,
plate.
Because when I wore that armor during that heist, I kind of want to, maybe use that again without needing the, all the little hoses and such.
And drilled
if that'd
in,
be possible.
And drilled into
exactly.
your chest. Or
exactly, if that'd be possible.
Yeah, I plan to research the armor anyway, so once I know how it works, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to make something new for it.
Ooh.
Probably better. But anyway, once I have that can either knock out or at least weaken the Steel Knight's armor, I need to find some way to get Kane either into the city or us to his little island. I'm beginning to think...
She said, I heard of a legend that under the Saltwater Well Inn, there's a passage that leads to the island. But I'm not entirely sure if it still exists.
Alright. We'll need to look into that, then. But basically, we're gonna have to split up their forces somehow. Get the bulk of their force away from Kane, or get them focused on something else. I see two ways to do that.
One of which... Go ahead.
One of which is similar to the distraction we did last time. Just bomb the hell out of something, but bomb the hell out of one of their bases. In that case, we would probably need Kane in the city, and then we would bomb his little island. Because I assume that's only Steel Knights there. The other way is to get some sort of public execution going that would need a lot of attention. Basically just someone they don't want to get away no matter what.
They look at each
that
other.
Should draw most of their forces.
They look at each other and they say, "That'd probably be us if we did some trouble."
Truth be told, I could probably do the job too. In fact, after that bank heist, a lot of us could do that.
Possibly, but you'd need you'd need someone who'd make an example not just to people in this place, but also to Dwarfkind, and they would want to have extra security for someone like us. So there's that option. I have another option. We could, and I do have a few targets that we could probably pick. There's a gigantic armory down south of here where they store a lot of the high ammo munitions. You could probably cause a big distraction with that, but I don't think that would be enough. You'd probably have to destroy the shipyard, and and here's my other option: we'd have to start a riot at the same time too with all my people. We'd have to start citywide riot. But we're gonna need more than just 10,000 dwarves. So we're going to need like some of the population to help us, and I'm pretty sure we could probably get some of the poor folk to help, since they're sick of being oppressed. But I don't know about the people at the marketplace, because, well, there's been a rumor spreading around that one of the store owners has been poisoning his people and getting them addicted to some stuff, but we don't know about that. Maybe if the truth came out about that, you could probably change their minds.
Interesting. There's one other thing that you two should probably know about. Before we came here, in fact, I think it was yesterday, assuming I was only out for a day, underneath the execution platform in the sewers is a horde of vampires and some sort of giant abomination god, which I suspect Kane either works for or is trying to summon or something.
That explains some things.
Yes. And
That
from
also-
what we could tell,
That also...
the scariest guy that I know is afraid of it, so there's that.
Who is the scariest guy you know?
No, we're friends with the Lich.
She narrows her eyes and she's like, Lich. I don't think I've
Yes.
ever seen one before.
He has a disguise he wears around. I'm trying to not make him part of the plan, because it's 50-50 if he's willing to help us.
Okay. I'll just put a pin in that. There are some problems here besides the Steel Knights, the guards, and the army itself, and even the fleet ships. We also have to deal with the cult of the Emperor. And also that new problem you just told us. Those creatures that hide in the sewers, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
The cult of the Emperor is a pretty big threat. They're in like they're even further south from the munitions. They worship the Emperor, and they're outright fanatics. In fact, some of them try to outright murder some of my people sometimes.
Who leads them?
There's a priest down there. I forget his name, but he rarely leaves his chapel too. And all I know is that he takes orders from Kane.
Interesting. That might be one of the places we could hit to cause a distraction, then. If he works for Kane, then that might cure if something happens there.
If we're gonna have to cause a distraction, we're gonna have to get the entire city in like full chaos. So we'd probably have to hit all these targets over a period of time.
Yeah. I've also been considering seeing if there's some way I could contact the Elf Army, see if I can somehow organize, give them insider information on the defenses around here, and see if I can organize them to attack at the same time we do our plan. But I feel like that's going to be a bit of a long shot.
That would draw the fleet
Just
away.
something-
But
Yeah.
But there are ways. We know a couple to try and pass on a message, to try and maybe get an attack to go on. I doubt they'd be able to break through to the city. However, I think they'd probably draw enough the fleet away for us to give us a larger chance. The bigger the chance, the better.
Do you think you'd know a way to get someone out of the city?
I don't know of any way to get out of the city, but I do know some people who have other means of communication.
Awesome. Let's work on that then.
It's rather incredibly hard to get it though lately, since they've tightened security and intensified the field.
So it's some sort of machine.
Well, we know there is a machine that emits a huge field all around the city on the main island. If you can knock out the field, we can get a message out clearly.
All right. So basically, our goals for the moment is we need to investigate that well to see if it leads to Kane's Island. We need to knock out the machine that's disrupting communications. We need to hit that one shop that's supposedly getting their customers addicted to something. And we need to unify the people to join in the rebellion.
More or less, yes. And we also have to deal with the cult of the Emperor and the new faction you just mentioned to me, the vampires. I hope. I hope they're not vampires.
Now-
I just hope they're more fanatical cultists.
It's possible.
As,
But I see, as far as I see, we've got a clear goals.
Yes, but as for your ship, I suggest it is big enough to fit all of my people and then some on it. However, we're going to have to plan this carefully if we're going to leave the city.
Yes.
We do know where we can go to hide the ship, at least. However, I don't know how long we can stay there. We'd have to up and leave really quickly. We'd have to leave everything behind. We'd have to take everything, all wealth that we can find, and everything that's not bolted down with us.
So I'll turn to, what's the guy's name? Ugar?
Udrith. Udrith is like...
Udrith?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, we can work overtime, but we're gonna have to pull some people from the foundry, and we're gonna have to talk to the gnomes and see if we can get them to help us work a little bit faster. But we can't reveal our plans to them just yet, because some of them are quite loyal.
Yeah. For now, just when you're working, see if there's something you can do to, pretty much accommodate your people. So that once we get, once Kane is dead, we'll have to leave pretty much immediately in the chaos that follows.
We'd have a matter of days, and also the Emperor himself would probably sense his death and bring over a fleet to crush the city.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, so we need to get pretty much anyone we like out of here.
Alright. Udrith says, well, there's one way we could I could probably taunt Screwyboats into probably doing larger and more complex projects. She gets excited over any sort of tech that...
I understand.
But yeah, we're gonna need a lot of people just to fix that ship, because I went over it the other day, and I was just coming back from it now, and it's gonna take us weeks at best, and the overtime would be a nightmare. I mean, compared to what we have.
All right. If you had to give your best guess, working overtime, doing everything you can, how long? What's the soonest you think you can get it ready?
I could probably do. Well, if we could basically, if I could take half of the people from the foundry, and if I can get most of the gnomes to help, and that's on you, by the way, not me. We could probably have it done in a matter of 2 weeks, possibly sooner, if there are no complications.
All right.
And wait,
I think
wait, don't you have an army of kobolds and goblins?
we do.
Well, can't they fix anything?
You'd think, but they've proven no. Some of the goblins maybe, but they're pretty clear that they don't know much about how any of that works.
Alright. Alright, well anyway, I think that's as far as we can with planning, but we have to be careful from here on, and we have to be careful with who we trust.
Yeah. That's gonna be, a ball ache.
Yes. So,
Let's aim, at the moment, let's aim for 3 weeks. Assuming everything's ready by then we'll put our plan into action. If not, we can always push it back, assuming nothing unforeseen happens, which I'm sure it will.
I suggest you try and find out what's under the salt water end, if you can find the passage.
Alright, we'll put that higher on the to-do list.
Yes, because it's going to be next to impossible to get across the water. Sol, are you back? Sol.
It's like, no.
Okay. All right, so Kyle, anybody else have anything else to add to this?
Nope, just trying to keep up with all the news.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Redrith throws a gold coin at your head. Now you go help. Since you pay for damages, now you have to go help out with all the bread downstairs, and make sure you feed it to all our people. So
I can do that. I'm pretty good with bread. I have a way.
Wait. Odrith goes over to you. It's like, wait, can you You have a machine that could probably help increase foundation, probably increase the foundry's production, so we can pull more dwarves from for the ship.
I'm sure I could make one. I mean, hell, I made a bread making machine, which apparently didn't need a power source.
It just needed you as the power source, Kyle.
Exactly. My belief and
Power
childlike
source is
wonder.
heart.
Exactly.
Childlike a child's wish upon a star.
Exactly. Wefe was the child. So
Wefe.
yeah, I'm sure I could rig something up with the right materials.
All right, buddy. All right, buddy. We'll be needing your help. All right. Well, get to work, and that's where we're gonna end this session for now, guys.
Yay.
So next session is basically you guys try and fix the ship and also some surprises.
Not surprises.
Are we gonna finally find out what Dirk's been doing this whole time?
Probably.
I kind of want to walk in on Dirk after we find out where he is. He's like sitting at a table with a top hat. It's like, oh, good
And
day,
reading.
gentlemen. Yeah, like reading with like glasses, or maybe like a glass of wine in one hand, sort of thing. He's like, oh, gentlemen, like it's like, oh, good evening, my friends. It's been a while.
By the way, Jade, can
It's
you
like-
ping Soul?
Can't you do that?
I've been
Sure,
trying to.
perfect.
It hasn't answered.
You probably fell asleep. Oh, nope, there he is.
Oh, I think I just heard him.
Oh, that summons.
Soul, have you been falling asleep on us?
Perhaps.
Well, you've been just sitting in the corner, and by the way, do you want to give them the plans and documents that you found at the bank? Because they're planning a rebellion now.
What the fuck did I do?
No.
That quietly in the corner.
You just fell asleep in the corner. And it's like, Redruth, it's like, hey, you, wake up!
What?
Hey, we're starting a rebellion. Aren't you gonna help out?
Well, duh.
Well, and Kyle, you remember? Yeah, you guys remember the documents that he has on him? You guys want to tell him about that?
You
Yeah,
found some papers at the bank heist.
I have papers, please. Yeah. Here, take it.
Amy sees him.
And he sees them. Oh God. Ah, hello. It was you who rang the bell of awakening. Really?
Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed. Anyway, so you hand over the documents, and they read some of them, and it's like, where the hell did you get all this?
Rob the bank.
This is, and she's like going through a lot of it. This is like potential. This could give our rebellion like a lot of leeway. There's like patrol routes, there's codes, there's phrases, there's everything we'd need. And to know where the troop movements, where orders are, where codes are, even the value of some of their, even where some of their vaults are, so we can get some more money going.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
boy,
be back, though.
Udrith just comes up and is like, it puts his hand on his mouth. Well, boy, you did good.
Yeah, I'll be back.
You'll be. Wait, are you going again?
No, I actually did fall asleep. But
Oh.
no, I'll be back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick.
All right. Well, we're ending the session here, by the way. If you're the, so yeah. You guys have a plan now.
Yep.
Yay.
And made by Kyle, I guess.
Yeah, I've been sitting on a bunch of bad ideas for a while, and now that I know more info, I can flush out the ideas.
Good job, Salatum.
By the way, Jade, your finger just goes on fire for a second.
I stuck on it.
Cyrus, you're like so full of chicken sandwiches and beer that you're like loogie the entire time.
Ugh.
Valar, what are you doing?
I'm the hero.
What now?
Valar, what are you doing?
I'm basically just thinking to myself or contemplating something.
What are you contemplating?
what to do.
About Kane?
Yep. Because of course, I know something, but I'm not sure if I want to tell you yet. Alright.
Alright. Well, that's good. Well, anyway, this is where we're going to end the session. Thank you guys for joining us on stream. It's a good 3-hour session. We'll be coming back next week, and the week after will be the final stream. It will be the final stream of the year, and we'll have some surprises. I have some surprises in store for those.
Boy, can't wait.
Yeah.
Sound more cheerful, damn it!
Just next time, Soul, please get some sleep before you get on, okay?
He's in the
He
bathroom.
went to the bathroom.
Okay.
Good talk.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm going to. We're gonna be rating. What are we rating, Jade?
Shubber.
Shutter Shade. We are rating.
Shade.
Also, Jade, I've been thinking about adding him to the D&D group. I just need to talk to him some though. So we're gonna be sending a raid off to Shutter Shade's stream. So you guys. Well, maybe I'll catch up on the story after. Yeah, we're gonna be sending a raid off, so you guys have a good. Let's commence the raid to Shutter Shade.
Yay.
The raid of Shutter Shade.
Yep. And that's it.
The
end of
Shade
stream.
Raid.
Bye, everybody.
Come on.